Good evening, Samantha. Happy Thursday. What's going on? Welcome in. My name is RX_Hydro, and we are playing Elden Ring randomizer tonight with content Faucet because we can, because we're not stuck. So we can't not access the reason we're doing randomizer a second time. I'm excited to get back to it. How are all of you? How have you been? It's been a little while. How has your day gone? What have you been up to? What's going on, Lucefell? Hey, Smarty. What's up, Sadcat? Thomas, Molten King, Shiro. Good to see all of you. What's up? Sorry I wasn't around the last 2 days. Work has been strange and hectic. And one day it required more of my time, and the other day...
Sands, you're gonna have a good time. Snakebone will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
This is your regular reminder that Samantha is very generous towards Hydro.
They very much are. Chaos, thank you in particular right now for the resub over on Twitch and the 20 total months. That is very generous and I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a lovely day, that your streams have been going well. It's been so nice. You've been streaming regularly for a while now, actually. It's something like a very new thing. When I've been able to drop in, it's enjoyable. Samantha, all of you should be following Chaos at twitch.tv/chaosorigin. Even if you're on YouTube, it's worth making an account. And you can follow me as well, and Tino at Badweed, and lots of other people I recommend. Follow him now before you forget. Thank you so much. Very, very, very kind of you. The other day, yesterday, it's been so strange and weird that I was like, the stream would be odd if I did stream. So I took the night off to relax mainly and played a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds with Mondo. Pour-Over's doing great. Pour-Over just finished earlier today, got up to the last quest and then did it earlier today again with Mondo. The post-story quests, I don't know how to refer to them, because there really is significant story in terms of like its plot arc, the amount of content, like number of hunts and so on, post what we did on stream, but it is a different kind of thing. Anyway, that stuff. So his hunter rank is unlocked now. It's been a lot of fun. It was good for me. How have you been, though? What is up, everybody? Hey, Mendes, good to see you. Happy Thursday. Magical, your company announced they're selling 2/3 of the business. Oh, wow. Do you have any ownership? Is that good for you? Or does this just mean, look, change is afoot? Probably of at least the annoying and a variety. I hope that, you know, there's some good in this, but that's the kind of news that, in my limited experience in the corporate world, would worry me. Hey, Doom Guy, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. How are the rest of you Samanthians? November through February, exhaustion has become less. Yes, good. I'm glad. That's great. I hope it just continues as an upward trend. What's up, Batadar? Hey, Caroline, good to see you. What's up, Gridbull? Hey, Ibhissa, what's going on? Health day and rest is always good. Take care of yourself, everyone. Samantha, you've always been very understanding of that. Thank you. I do appreciate it. OMG Hydro, you're out from under your pile of work? I am. I was just saying that Tuesday it was about having a lot of work. Yesterday it was about busy during the daytime, and I could have streamed in terms of time, but like, I don't know how to describe what kind of stream you would have gotten. Because I don't quite know how it would have turned out, you know? My head was in a weird place and a bit overworked. So like, maybe I just would have been less verbal overall, and it would have been boring, but it could have been weird. Yeah, I just rested last night. Crystal Panther, you've got it. You've got it. I won't even be snide about it this one time tonight. No, we can all revel in how beautiful it is because it's been a little while since you've seen it. What a lovely thing. What a lovely thing.
Rar.
Where's the notification? There it is. Smarty, thank you so much for the 100 Twitch bits. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know what's really weird is I've had this problem not just with you, Chaos, but I feel like for whatever reason, Streamlabs fucks up your resubs. It says Anonymous has gifted a sub to Chaos, though, of course, down here on Twitch, it says it normally. It repeated that message. Anonymous has gifted a sub to Chaos for the bits. Streamlabs is fucked. Luckily, all the information is down here. I just gotta remember to double check when I see something anomalous happening. Just gotta remember to double check. Twitch is really falling apart recently. It could be Twitch, yeah, it could be API things. I'm being hasty to blame Streamlabs, but it could be anyone. Anyone. Hello, you're all great. Very kind of you, Mendez. You're great too. Hate to say it, but you barely pay attention to the story in Wilds. Just want to hunt. Oh, that's fair. Today, when we were doing the final hunt of the post-normal story, there's got to be a better way to refer to this. The final structured hunt with story to it that isn't a side quest. I was streaming on Discord for Mondo because you have to wait until a certain point in a quest like that for someone to join you. So he was just watching along while he was waiting for that point. And I was only half paying attention, but I was watching the action in the video. And he, halfway through, he was like, wow, you know, I skipped all these and this is actually pretty good. There are some good videos at the end. But I've mashed through a lot too. After getting off stream. I've sped red and mashed through a lot, don't worry about it. Thought about joining y'all's hunt, but you don't want to crash y'all's hunt. Oh, that would have been fine. That was very kind of you to think of us, but please, that would have been fine. In fact, now that I've reached essentially just do what you want phase with pour over, do I want to complete a weapon? Do I want to do every quest? Do I want to, you know, build a certain set of armor or whatever? Now that I've reached that point, I think more often rather than catch as catch can, I'll be maybe announcing when I've planned ahead of time, hey, I'm getting on for like 2 hours, for like a couple hunts, for whatever, in Discord, just in case anyone's around. So you don't have to constantly just check the room if you're looking to play with me or others. You'll know at least one person is online. Samantha, if any of you would like to play Monster Hunter Wilds with me or other members of Samantha, you can join the Discord at any point for this code, but I can give it to you right here, right now. The random string of letters and numbers I am pasting into both Samanthas is the squad code for the Crystal Panthers Samantha Hunting Squad. You can be part of multiple squads. It's not like a guild in an MMO. Well, I think there are MMOs where you can have multiple guilds, but you know what I mean. It's not exclusive. And once you're in, you'll be able to see the squad lobby, and it will just tell you X many people from your squad are online. You can go see what they're hunting if you'd like. It's very, very convenient. I love it. I've done a handful of random hunts off stream with you folks since then, and it's been great. Great, great, great. Learned earlier that changing the colors for channel point redeems shows the wrong hex code the first time you open it. Mando skipped more cutscenes than you did? Wow, yeah. How can I not be specific about this? Chaos, you remember the final cutscene, one of the final cutscenes, where two random Lance guys, it's none of the, they have names, but they're not like, you know, unique characters. Two random Lance guys block them, it's, you know what I mean. He skipped that scene. Now, presumably he hit the button before that point, but like, what a thing to miss. That was fucking cool. That entire video was fantastic. Those missions are called subsequents. Yeah, when I finish the subsequents, by consequence of finishing the subsequents, I may be online just sort of more often looking to do whatever or help people with their stuff if they like help. Where was I on the YouTube Samantha messages? Story doesn't matter as much as Big Bonk sticks. I'm of that opinion, but I think they did an okay job with the story. And I actually kind of like the arc of the subsequents story because it's a callback. I won't say more than that. It's a callback to another game. You don't need to explain yourself, Hydro. Do you, baby bubba? Cheryl, I agree. Started with the glaive and love it. Secondary is the hammer. Recently started with the bow, and that's a lot of fun too. Might try sword and shield next. I want to try them all. I have had my heavy bowgun on since I started on stream with Pour Over as my secondary weapon. I may have had two sword and shields. Yes, I went on one hunt with a monster that I didn't have a great elemental weakness for it, and it didn't have a great weakness to paralysis. But because neither of them was that good, and the first time you paralyze even a monster that's like not weak to it doesn't take that much, I brought both the okay weapon I had for its particular weakness and a paralysis so that I could get the first paralysis off and all my teammates could get fuck tons of damage in during that phase, and then swap because I was unlikely to get another paralysis anytime soon. That's the only time I've made smart use of my secondary weapon, because otherwise it's been the heavy bowgun and I've not spent enough time with it. I need to think more about when to use my secondary, whether it's HBG or something else. Hey, Explodaberry, good to see you. Need something from Nightbot? Just do the command and I'll copy it from Twitch for you all. Is Nightbot still broken? Hang on. Where's Nightbot here? All right, I should be logged into both. What? I should be logged into both here. I should be logged into both here. Nightbot, what changed? It's still fucked? I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that to check it in the in-between time. I'm gonna make a note in massive letters. Night, N-I-T-E, bot, B-T, just skip the O, F-U-K-T. Right here beside myself, so hopefully I'll remember to check it after stream, because at a glance, it's the same as last time I looked, and I didn't find the solution then, so I don't think I will in a timely fashion now. Sorry about that, Samantha. Apologies. Dropped the ball on that one, I think. Do tell Mondo you're very, very disappointed in him. You watch cutscenes, don't miss the good shit, and complain about the bad shit after. Hope every Mantha's doing alright. Me too. What's up, Bobbert? Good to see you. Narrator, you didn't. Nightbot would be cooler, to be honest. Did Daylight Savings fuck up Nightbot? It does seem like it was roughly in time with that. I think that's our working theory. Samantha, we're playing Elden Ring randomizer today, but let's do some guess the game first, and then we can... Am I hearing the music twice? No. For just a second, it sounded like I was to me. I don't know what that was. Let's do some guess the game to warm up, talk about the schedule, and then Elden Ring. This is how we warm up at the start of most streams. We are trying to guess the games in these... Go away, I know Chrome isn't my default browser. I literally only have Chrome installed for this, so that we have our save file. Anyway, this is how we warm up at the start of most streams. We're trying to guess the games in these images. Our only extra rule is if you just know it, if you recognize this, if you're 90% plus sure you just know what this is, don't guess, instead go, I'm very, very smug with the answer here. I know it. And I will come back to you if we haven't gotten it by our last guess or two, because I don't want to lose the streak, but I do want other people to have a chance to throw out some guesses and this to take just a little bit of time so I can warm up. Understand? Now, what do you think this is? Or are you smug? I believe that this game is... Heretic. Heretic. I don't believe that. I don't remember well enough what a Heretic looks like. I think it looks a little more stylish than this, but I don't really remember. Heretic. Hey, what's up, Braddock? Good to see you. Hex, Doom, Daggerfall, Kingsfield, Tomb Raider. Maybe you were thinking of Heretic? Yeah, actually, I was debating for a sec whether to say Hexen or Heretic, because I can't remember which is first. I think Heretic was the first, and then Hexen and Hexen 2. I don't think they did Hexen, Hexen 2, Heretic. But I actually can't remember. I just don't remember the order at all. What's up, I'm good to see you. Hey, Griffin. Recently started your own randomizer, got a plus 10 stars of Astal all in Limgrave. Plus 10? Well, goddamn. However, that's where your luck ended, because you killed Gostock before you opened the Stormvale Gate, and you can't find the key! Oh no. How random do you have it? Can it be on, like, any boss ever, or is it in important locations? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a rough thing to hunt down. I wish you luck. Let's go ahead and try Heretic. Hexen beyond Heretic. I don't know. Heretic. Why? They're pushing Hexen beyond Heretic to the top. I'm gonna say Hexen. It's Hexen. I was wrong, but I was as right as I could possibly be while being wrong. Should have listened to you, Chaos. Should have listened to you. Braddock, was that what you were after too when you said Hex? Well recognized. Well done. You nailed it! Original release, too old for Metacritic. Original platform, DOS. First-person shooter, fantasy. Skipped over the word action, but it's got action to start. Look at that weapon. Look at that weapon. Ah. Hexen's a fun game. Released in 1995, developed by Raven Software Corporation. Well done, Samantha. Got that in one. Let's do a couple previous days. 969, Samantha. What game is this? Looks like...
Welcome to Sans.
Deus Ex, Metal Gear Solid, what?
Snake Clan will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Oh, for a second I thought I was parsing the line extra hearts and Streamlabs has been glitched the last two times. I read that correctly. Smarty, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs over on Twitch. That's so kind of you. Thank you for being so kind to me, for being so kind to 10 random people, to your fellow viewers. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. I hope you all are. And that all of you 10 that just got yourself gifted subs enjoy the emotes and not getting pre-roll ads and whatnot. Thank you so much, Smarty. You wonder if this is inspired, if that game, Hexen, inspired Ziggurat, Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, Beyond Good and Evil, RE2 Remake, Dead Space, Funnier guess, the Feeble Files. It's your birthday present to Samantha. Is it your birthday present now, or do you know how old Samantha is? Because we're not supposed to talk about that information. A tentative happy birthday. Hope it's been fantastic for you, whether you're relaxing or celebrating. 26th of March. Well, early happy birthday. Dude, there was chat in a Discord that I'm part of about, it was very birthday negative today. And I was reading through it and I really wanted to like clap back against that. But I decided, they weren't like legitimately being like, I actually think we should stop celebrating birthdays. They're actually horrible. You know? It wasn't that tone, so I would have just been weirdly contrary to type anything. But like, when I wish someone happy birthday, I usually try and remember to say, you know, whatever you're doing or not doing. Because I think birthdays are great because they're a perfect excuse for a party if you're that person. A perfect excuse to just be like, it's my birthday, I'm not doing anything if you're that person. Perfect excuse for anything. I hope whatever you do with yours, you enjoy. What gimbal did you buy to take cool pictures in your trip? I got the, let me put a guess in for this while I try and remember and tell you. I think I remember. Let's put a guess in and then I'll type it in. Or say it. I'll type the guess, then I'll say that. We think the answer is Beyond Good and Evil. I got the DJI Osmo 2, I think is what it's called. I got the Pro version of it because it was only a little more expensive and it has a selfie stick. I'm actually typing it again. Capability on it. It just came out recently. I believe it's the Osmo 2. Beyond Good and Evil. 1 or 2? People are saying 1. People are saying 1. It is not, but thank you. Metacritic score 90%. This is quite a location. This is some kind of station. It's clearly undergone some disaster. Metacritic score 90% for this game. TST. Can't make out anything else. This looks like maybe a train station or space station because of all these lines. Though it's a bit weird they've got this much empty space. I'm thinking way too hard about that. Dead Space, pretty sure. Enhance. What does it say? RE2, the original. Alien Isolation, you guess? Doom 3, no. Birthdays are fun when friends and family are hosting. Not as much fun when the birthday person has to plan everything. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to do for your friends is to plan a little something. If you know them well enough to know, yeah, they'd like to go out or even a big party. Yeah. I know some people that seem happy planning their own to get it just right, or they're just that extroverted, but I think it's a really nice time to do something for someone. But really, whatever someone wants for their birthday, if it's nothing, that's great. Birthday's a good excuse to get whatever you want for one day. Let's go ahead and do Dead Space. Is that one word or two? Dead Space. Dead Space 2, Dead Space 2. It's Dead Space 2! Which I thought looked better than this, but maybe this is just a bad shot. Oh no, it was actually on PS3, PC. It's a little older than I thought. That makes sense. The answer was Dead Space 2. Genre horror survival. Originally released in 2011. Developed by Visceral Games. You got any shots of limbs coming off, or are we being careful with that because you don't know who's playing Guess the Game? Yeah, that's pretty low blood for a Dead Space game. Fair enough. Let's do one more previous day. 2 for 2, doing well. What is this, Samantha? Mini Mart. Hot dog with a disturbingly gray bun, it looks like. I need every game that has a Mini Mart in it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Destroy All Humans 2. Never played, but you like the Dead Space guess? I don't know, to be honest. Well, you spotted the right one from the field of guesses. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Far Cry is a good guess. What's up, Caldera? I'm lame. I just want to hang for an evening with my friends. That's not lame. That's great. That's what I'd choose to do. Life is Strange 2. I like Far Cry. We seem to have some agreement on Far Cry. Far Cry 5 looks like the one people are agreeing with. It is not, but thank you. Metacritic score 78%. Christmas trees. Christmas trees. A game that takes place likely on Earth. In a world where Christmas exists, and the time is currently near Christmas. Not after. Not after. We can rule out a game that takes place shortly after Christmas. None of these clues are helping me. Last of Us 2, Life is Strange 2. This has Life is Strange vibes. All right. Life is Strange 2. That it is. We got... hang on. Hexen Beyond Heretic. Sequel to Heretic. And Hexen 2 came after. Yeah. All 3 games were 2, weren't they? No, wait, the first one was Heretic, not Hexen. Wait, is it sequel to... did I misread that? It doesn't matter. That's not important. I was just stuck on it for a second. Well done, Samantha. The answer is Life is Strange 2. It's an adventure game released in 2018, developed by Don't Nod Entertainment. We're all probably familiar with Life is Strange, right? As an idea? Is that the past when we could afford Christmas trees? Candy Crush, Home Alone, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They were all very close. You were all right in the ballpark, I would say, of it. The answer was Life is Strange 2, and that brings our stats up to 994 games played, 994 games won, 100% win rate, 6 games until we get a new title. 6 games. We're so close. For so long, it's felt so far away. We're so close now. All right, I feel good and warmed up. Thanks for doing that with me, Samantha. I wouldn't have guessed those myself. Wouldn't have been able to come up with that. Schedule, yes, schedule, and then we'll get to the game. Well, I canceled 2 days this week because of work things. Apologies. Which means the schedule is tonight and Sunday. Sunday, 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern start time, like tonight. Probably playing Elden Ring randomizer yet again. I can tell you that I don't know when, especially as I have a vacation coming up, so I might wait until after that. But moreover, I've got to schedule with Mondo. I'm pretty sure that he and I are going to play Split Fiction together on stream from start to finish over a few streams. He was trying to work out scheduling for when he was going to play with his wife. And I think he's got that worked out now, so he knows when he can play with me. But I believe he and I will be playing together both for the first time. Originally, I thought he was going to play with her and then just not give things away playing with me, but we're doing it the other way around, I believe. So you've got that to look forward to. I'm very excited. I've never played It Takes Two, so I don't really know the character of their games, and Split Fiction is very well reviewed. So, news about that coming up. At some point next month, we'll also have, let me see, we'll have an anniversary stream. I've got to do planning for that, and I've got a vacation coming up in a couple weeks. Shit. There's actually a lot of things coming up. It's probably best to take them one at a time. So let's just stick with telling you, stream right now, stream on Sunday, starting 6 p.m. US Eastern, probably Elden Ring. I think a pretty normal schedule of streams next week, I would guess. And at some point in the future, Split Fiction anniversary stream. I got a vacation coming up, but we'll deal with those closer to the time. Let's get in to Elden Ring, which we checked on. And I actually can get to the important parts. I was worried I couldn't at one point. Hello? I was using you earlier today. Hello? That took much too long. I'm nervous about how this is gonna go, but let's do it. Let's just give it a shot here. Still haunted by when it disconnected in the middle of... It was a boss fight, right? But Hydra, we're your vacation. Oh, so restful. I'm always completely calm on stream. I always start stream tense, yelling, tearing my hair out, feeling misunderstood intentionally, and just calm over the hours. Not the complete opposite way around of that. What's up, OMG Ollie? Split Fiction will blow your mind at the end. I'm very excited to play it. Very, very. Hey, Lady Grace, good to see you. Happy Thursday. What's up, Thomas? Oh, wait, did I say hello to you? Oh, I can say hello to you twice. What's up, Thomas? Pin, all right. I'll do the things I'm supposed to do. There we are. Pinned, thank you so much. Copy pasting that message. We have just defeated the King in Lanedale. Kings, plural. Or king, if you don't want to, you know, ruin things for the kids. It was the dancing lion. Not all the little ones understand that it's, you know, costume. Anyway, we defeated them. And they were a lovely real dancing lion, weren't they? And now we are, loading our crossbow because I'm using the Monster Hunter Wilds controls. This will take some thought. Can I speak at the same time? Now we are going up to the mountaintops of the giants because I have the rolled medallion, and that's what that's for, right? We only have half the Helig Tree medallion. I'm told I can get the other half. I don't know where it is, but the area most rich in new items to discover, I believe, would be the mountaintops. So we're going to head forward to that. Yeah, that's everything. Have you seen the Zully video on the lion dance? I have not. Yes, I do, Ollie. I've got one, a schedule. Well, we have to schedule it, but I was just talking with him today because I thought he was going to play with his wife, and then he would just play the other character alongside me and be careful not to give anything away. Turns out, we're probably going to play his first time together. But I need to figure out exactly when. Hello. Okay, I might die just suddenly. Alright, I need to serious up. I'm not great with these enemies. Not great with them. Oh, come on. They look so skinny. I couldn't remember if you can stagger them or not, but they look so skinny. I made a bet I might be able to stagger it just by attacking it. Hey, Banana Dan, good to see you. Happy Thursday. Missed some streams. I see we ended up having the second great rune. Yes, we did look it up in the spoiler log that the randomizer makes when you apply it. We did not go find it naturally, sadly. We did look it up, but we got that. While looking it up, some concerns were raised that I wouldn't be able to get to the DLC, just because of other items that showed up on screen in weird places. People noticed and raised the concern to me after stream. But we double-checked and I can go, so I'm unstoppable. Apart from by this guy who may stop me. I'm ready for anything. I don't know how they just missed me. I'm unstoppable. Unstoppable. I love the smell of the first death of the stream. No. How do I remember about this area? I think I can jump over to the side I was just looking at. That's like one of those giant skulls. And I believe there are enemies there, so there must have been an item there. What am I looking at? Oh, I know what you are. You're a blood fiend. I mean, there's an item there. I was about to say, is it worth my trouble? It's impossible to say. We'd better go check. Alright, that's a bit of an issue. Do you guys have AI? Definitely take the kill first, just to simplify things. You're actually not doing great. Might have been able to kill you just as fast. Not a problem. Nothing I needed, but not a problem. Maybe I should try playing defensive at some point. Hydro Streamlab? Oh, is it the wrong place? Because of the sponsors? Shit. I moved it down. Is that the issue? Oh, no, the other one. The other one. God, you take a couple streams off and you forget everything. Like that you've said that every single time you've taken a stream off and then fucked something up. And you think, you know what would be a good idea to say again? Every time. Every last time. Careful, Hydro is fiending for blood. Death count's at 596 now. I missed when it was a palindrome. Batadar, thank you for the redeem. The verdigris chess piece. You know I'm gonna have to get like fucking naked apart from that in order to move with any alacrity. You know that, right? Heavy load. I feel like the talons will help me in the snow. Let's try to keep them as long as we can. Let's take off the gloves. Yeah, they're not that heavy. The hat doesn't, it's cloth, but like there's so much and the snow weighs on the large brim. That's not enough. Hang on. What about Vastly raises maximum equip load. Please? Raise attributes, but how long have I been wearing this? What? Well, does it raise my equip load? Ah, shit, it does. Alright, hang on. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck shit, hell damn crap. First of all, what should I equip other than what I've got? You know what? I don't feel like to think about it. Give me more of those. There we go. That's fine. I don't care about it. Now, how do I deal with this weight limit issue? Oh god, it's been a while since I upgraded these, hasn't it? Samantha, do you know if the Thorned Whip is a smithing stone or somber smithing stone weapon? Is that +7 really low or a bit low? And if you're unsure whether you should answer, let me remind you, this is the almost first open pomegranates playthrough I've ever done. You may answer any questions I ask. You may tell me about your favorite lore. You may correct mistakes I make, or tell me your, oh my god, I'm still too heavy. Tell me your favorite strategies. Whenever you like. The only thing I ask you keep secret from me is the sort of story details of the NPC quests from the DLC, because I failed all of them my first time through, and if possible, I kind of want to see one or two, if we can do them. Otherwise, tell me whatever. Optimize, Hydro, optimize! The cost of dual greatswords, indeed. You think +7's very low? It uses normal. That is very low. That's very, very low. That's much too low. God, we've left a lot of stuff in the dust and pushed forward with just a handful of weapons. I'd love to go back and upgrade something, but I don't feel like fighting some of those enemies again. They weren't that hard. I don't feel like it. God damn it. Surely you're a somber smithing stone weapon, so +6 is like bad, but not bad. Heavy load if I equip that. This doesn't feel as cool. I love this sword, but it doesn't feel as cool as when it was a whip and crossbow. Why does my head look so small? It's ironic because our character never says anything. Content Faucet never says anything. It's amazing they've become such a big streamer. I was gonna say, before I realized it didn't make any sense. It's amazing our character never says anything because we look like one of the talking heads. Pretty absent the last few streams. Were you able to get into Seafer by now? Yes. It took changing the seed a couple times back and forth, but we were able to get into both parts of Seafra. Jadainzel River and stuff. Is there anything else around here? Was there something in its mouth? Could have sworn there was an item here. Is it just the enemies? Samantha, can I get... There's an item. Can I get up on top of this skull behind me? Or is this the only thing I need here? This right here. Protection of the Erd Tree. Dagger time? It might be, but... It might be. How are things going today? I'm doing alright, Darkfire. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Verdigris armor for big boys. Verdigris for people who have invested in their endurance. Who haven't been busy thinking, maybe I'll do dexterity. No arcane, no dexterity. I'm gonna need mind. Int, mind. More dexterity. More vitality than I normally get. I.e. not me. What was the request command? It is ! chest request. Delightful. Space. The name. In one word with no more spaces in it. The name of what you would like to see me wear. I can't hit left and target the thing. It's too far to the side. So I'm sorry. You need to die just so I can look at it. I feel like I'm playing Monster Hunter right now, and I need to get over that. I need very badly to get over that. Buddy! I just remembered I had a bow and was gonna shoot you. Buddy! I need to wake up. Wake up to the realities of Elden Ring again. Be unstoppable. You are doing well, glad to hear that. Getting over the last of this sickness and actually feeling better, that's fantastic. Good for you. Oh, hey, as long as we're here, let's go double check on leveling up some items. Clip it, clip it! Grab your brush and put on a little makeup. New items can be purchased from the Twin Maiden Husks. Why? What triggered that? This is why I can't play multiple games at once. I keep mixing up the controls. I don't often have a problem with that. Unless it's a persistent one, like, I can't think of a good example, but like, if they're very similar, that's when the issue arises. And Monster Hunter is very similar in that it has a lot of the same things. A hold to sprint, press the button to like dodge, but they're all switched by like a button here and there. The games look not totally dissimilar to each other. It's just this specifically is fucking me up. You don't look like you have anything new of real importance. You're selling a golden rune used to gain 1600 runes for 1600 runes. Is this some kind of scam? Is this a laundering thing? What's happening? What's happening here? Huh. Ever seen the new items messages? Is that what happens if you don't talk to Gideon and get rewards directly from him? Maybe? I don't know. But I can't tell what's new here. I don't remember well enough what was here before. Anyway, we came to see if I had the materials to upgrade some other weapons. Mix and match a bit. Like we did before. You just lose those items if Gideon moves on without you getting them?
No. I need to do better than this. This will never kill a god.
You should talk to Gideon though. Let's go do it.
It needs to slay a bloody god.
Gideon, my friend. What's going on?
I hear you
have items?
The girl back on her feet.
I did.
Though I'm not her foster father anymore, I'd still like to thank you.
You may.
Sorry.
Monetarily.
For the time you had to waste.
Do you know what a thank you is? So... Wait, what items?
Ah, yes. By way of apology, allow me to tender some advice in regard to the half of
Damn,
the
too bad we don't have a
secret
crossbow.
you possess. Find the village of the Albinorics. It lies to the southwest of Liurnia, below the Altar Clifflands, and some of the old village folk have hidden the secret medallions of the half somewhere.
Gideon, you're obviously way behind. If you just watch the VODs, if you would just subscribe to the stream, buddy, then...
If you're heading to the Forge of the Flame of Ruin, in the snowy mountaintops of the Giants...
Walking in here, Hugh talking to himself, immediately runs away.
The road, beyond the Forbidden Region. But go if you would.
Gideon, fire your stylist immediately.
The two fingers lost their purpose a long, long time ago.
This is VOD though, right? Someday. Someday soon it will be. But not right this second. Is there anything in particular I need to talk to him about? What a quality of life change it would be if you just always had the lantern on your hip. If that was a simple toggle, if I didn't need to do it each time.
Don't pay me and
What a difference it would make in my life. Strength and armament. What would I like to strengthen? Can I sort these by attack power? That might work. To give me the ones I've already put some levels in. Velvet, Sword of St. Trina Somber, and I can't do it. The Carrion Sorcery Sword. Oh, I forgot about you, and I can level you up more. Tialie's Hidden Needle is somber and can't go further right now. Also, fuck it. Fuck that weapon. Flamberge, I could level up and keep having that one hand, though it weighs a lot. The Frozen Needle, I do have a stone to make it plus 10, but I don't need to worry about that. Right now, I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, Reduvia, Fire Spark Perfume Bottle. Smithing Stone 4.
Welcome to Sans.
Fiery
You're gonna
perfume.
Have a good time. Snakewine will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Fiery Perfume. Estevelis, thank you for the Prime sub over on Twitch. That's very, very kind, and I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the emotes, that you're having a lovely day. Let's just get a bunch of runes together, so that hopefully I don't need to think about it again. Hopefully I don't need to open this menu again in just a minute. And I don't have enough to upgrade a couple things. Oh, I clicked no, that's why it didn't go. How much have I got? Should be fine.
No matter.
Don't disrespect Tialier's tiny pinky ring. Hydra and Samantha, if you were a book, what kind of book would you be?
You know the pots are reusable?
I think I heard that somewhere. It kind of rings a bell. You can reuse them. Oh, like the pots for crafting? You know you can reuse those after you throw the thing, so you can reuse those. Thank you so much for the 200 bits, Estevelis. That's very, very generous of you, and I appreciate the support. Going above and beyond is very, very lovely and kind. Okay, I said I was going to level up. Fire Spark Perfume Bottle. We're going into cold areas. Surely the fire will hurt some of these things very, very well. Surely. Keep going up. Keep going up. All right, you stop at plus 19. I'll take it. Anything else I want to level up? Do I have the stuff to level up anything else? Carrion Sorcery Sword, maybe? Oh, I only have the next level. Smithing Stone 6. Smithing Stone 6. You know what I can do? Probably buy the rest of them. Reduvia is good? Yes, and Reduvia is already plus 9. We're only waiting on giving it plus 10 because I haven't felt like my damage is really lagging for a bit here. And so, you know, might as well hold off on that just in case I want to spend another weapon. Not worry about it yet. I don't have up till 6. I can't do anything about that. All right, I can't upgrade multiple weapons right now, but perfume. Delightful. This is our loadout. Hey, okay. It's got a bit weird. Oh, I really am Monster Hunter brained. I just thought, now before I go out, I better go back to my tent, reset my item loadout, double check the weaknesses of the monster I'm going after. I would be a how-to for dummies book, but for something very unnecessary. A stupid, thick fantasy sci-fi that everyone talks about, but no one actually reads. Is anyone else getting big black borders suddenly? You know, I've had that happen a couple times on Twitch recently, and I don't know what the solution is permanently, but when I refreshed, they went away. This was on desktop. If you're on mobile, I don't know. I've only had to do it once a day. Like, it didn't keep happening that day, so hopefully you don't have to do it a million times, but that is the only solution I found if your problem is like mine. I think I would be a live journal. And you wanted it to be a book, so I would be a live journal someone printed out because they're like, people might enjoy this. I have some interesting thoughts. Some interesting, unedited, spur-of-the-moment thoughts. People would like to see this. Anyway. You know, there's value in this. I should share this with people. That's what I think of myself. Perfume bottles are your favorite. Heavy attacks do solid damage, but you mainly rely on talismans to boost the damage. On talismans? Which talismans are you talking about? They also have a great backstepping attack. It's gone a little weird as a perfect tombstone engraving. You could have bluffed and said no, nobody put in the command yet, so we would have just believed you. Here, you mysterious benefactor with no connections to the cult vibe. Oh, did I get the attention again? So let's mix in some of these for fun. And what's L2 is special one. Got it. Not allowed. Well, you're all fiery too, so. Whoa! Oh god. Can't really give a shit about that attack. Well, that was awkward. It's gonna take me a little while to remember how to use this, apparently. I'm trying to figure out the backstepping attack. Do I have to be dual wielding it? Because that's backstepping, but I don't seem to have a special attack with it. What do you mean by backstepping attack? Use the Perfumer, 2 hands, and Fire Scorpion talismans. Let's see how many I have. Let's see. I don't even need this because I'm not going to use it right now with this. Kindred, Blade, Gold Scarab, Sacred Scorpion, Fire Scorpion. Okay. What were the others? Perfumer and 2 hands. Crimson Sea, Blessed Dew, America's Outer God, Dragon Crest, yada yada. These are all resistances. These won't be the ones you're talking about, right? Oh, I may not have Perfumer. Because that would be in the weapons one, would it? All goods. Yes, I was just reading those. I read all these. Oh shit, I only have one of the 3. I only have one of the 3! Crap. Unfortunate. Oh well. What did I have equipped originally? They're still equipped. I don't need to worry about it. Heavy charge and attack, then backstep out of it. But while two-handing, maybe? Okay. The heavy charge looks pretty fucking cool. Backstep earlier, I was mashing it the whole time. Is it like frame perfect? Could I have just missed it? I thought this game buffered inputs, so I figured mashing it I would probably have gotten it. Do I want to deal with you? You've been a real jerk to me. Jeez, that doesn't do a lot. You've got way too much health. I noticed that last time too. I just sort of hoped maybe enough arrows you'd get scared and it would... Smith, I don't know what's happening. My brain isn't working today. I see the same things you're seeing. I know it's not going well, but I literally, even after it happens, I'm like, what button should I have hit there? I can't recall. What's happening to me? Why am I wrapped up like this? You chased me from all the way back there? Today? Fuck you. This is worse than normal. I would be an unhinged philosophy, poetry, pop culture, lifestyle blog. Oh man, 2 damage reduction talismans equipped. Wait, what's my other one? Or you're talking about the list? Maybe it's lucky I don't have both, considering how fast I'm dying right now anyway. Yeah, I can't roll out of that earlier. Forgot how long that sword is. Would it make you feel any better about my performance if I told you I've been killing it in Monster Hunter? Destroying. I dance between the monster's legs while they do their most powerful attacks with no fear. I've carded 3 times ever in the game, fighting some of the toughest challenges from right beneath their perineum. It's just, it hasn't prepared me for this, and it's been a little bit. That's all. I came in very confident because we found out we could continue last time. And you know, maybe I'm just a little bit off. Does that bring back anyone's faith in me? Do you need some positivity, Hydro? We could say some nice things about you. I love how you said this like it's a new idea. As if I haven't asked for that outright 100 times. Yes. Won't be stubborn about it if it's being offered. At least they can't chase me down now. It feels like Monster Hunter, except I'm good at that game. Pretty much. Pretty much. You, I do not need to deal with. Don't need to get involved at all. Only carding 3 times ever is pretty impressive. I will say 2 of them happened today during one fight. But it was a tempered... I don't want to say because it's a reveal. A tempered late game monster that for some reason wouldn't leave the smallest fucking room. Spent the entire time in there, so... we were a bit hemmed in. Still makes my average pretty high. For surviving hunts. Yeah, that's impressive. I can do this. That's sort of similar. What are you doing? I thought that was an attack for a sec. Hello? You might do better with a crossbow, honestly. Okay, you're not gonna do well with anything. Buddy. Didn't realize what attack that was. A is dodge in... Actually, I can't remember. Is A dodge Monster Hunter? Why was I hitting jump? I can't bring to mind the Monster Hunter controls. I just know they're in there. In my head. Managed to crank out 1200 damage to these. Damn impressive. You have a nice crossbow, Hydro. Thank you. I'm only pulling it out on the enemies that seem too high health or otherwise impervious to it. We've got a real mix of health going on here. Some of these enemies are absolute pushovers. Some of them suck. Will we reach the snowfields before the verdigris armor runs out? Signs are unclear. I have some positive words. I never believed in you, so you're not disappointing me. I have some positive words for you. You don't know what positive words are. That joke's lost on you. Imagine it goes crazy with status bolts? Probably. I should be less cheap and also less lazy and look through the menu to see what I have. Pick up some good status bolts if I don't have a good stack of them. And use it to like poison and stuff like that. Should be less lazy with it. Should also not worry about killing this fucking fire guy. He's gonna be a jerk about it. I don't need to deal with jerks. Hello? Okay, I was gonna kill you for runes, but that doesn't matter either. The fire guy's gonna puppy guard you that way. What's your main weapon in Monster Hunter, Hydro? Currently trying to master the Charge Blade. Impressive. I think Charge Blade is a difficult one. But I've got a lot of friends playing it, and they seem to believe it's well worth the effort, so I hope you're enjoying. Sword and Shield is mine. I have played in the past, not a lot yet in Wilds, significant amounts of hammer, light bowgun, Longblade, but that's a while ago now. A lot's changed in Longblade since then. What is happening here? But Sword and Shield is the one I've spent far and away the most time on, and I'm currently maining in, Wilds. I have, I think, 15 of them now for a variety of status and elements, and I really enjoy looking up every monster from every single hunt I do, reminding myself what their weaknesses are, changing my equipment around, redoing my jewels and stuff for the fight. I love the preparation aspect of an elemental setup like that. Don't sleep on the uncharged heavy attack. I'm impressed with Hydra's dedication to the bit and the grind. I hope we are sometimes vacation when not causing him psychic damage. Sometimes. Sometimes. There are minutes here and there during an average stream. Sometimes. Night Helm. Hello there, I didn't even see you before. Dragonheart and Pole Blade of the Bud. I imagine that is Ramina's weapon. Did she have, yeah, she had a, what's the word? Soul? Remembrance. She had a remembrance, didn't she? I don't even know why I'm bothering to kill you exactly, but I started, so I'll finish it. Yeah, I don't need the rest of you. I don't need to make the species extinct. I do enough of that in Monster Hunter. These are different games. Let's separate them in my mind. This is the game where I won't kill every last little monster. Hello, Tibia Mariner. How are you doing? Oops. I do this. Not just once, but twice. Fair enough. You gonna splash me now? Not a chance. Not a chance. You're just training for Mizutsune. They're different games. They're different games. Oh, buddy. This is much less scary than BBK. It's okay to be excited. It's absolutely okay. I appreciate the tips, Matthew. I can't get the roll to work, but I should vary the attacks more. The heavy's quite nice. Are you not summoning any help because you can't in this location? What's happening with that? I can summon Spirit Ashes here if I want to. Yours work differently? Well, sorry, bud. You got kind of screwed by that arena. It is what it is. He's a lone tibia. A lone tibia can never form a skeleton, just a lone tibia. That was the Foot Soldier Tabard. I say that aloud because I think we may have already had one of those, but if not, it needs to go on the chest request list, which you can find by typing !commands for the various links and commands. There's also a lovely spreadsheet which tracks the bosses I've met, how many attempts they've taken and where they were, and so on. We should all be very thankful to Explodeberry and Lady Grace, and a handful of you, I believe, have helped here and there, tracking deaths and things like that, for keeping it pretty damn up to date. Very lovely of you. It's tricky timing, I suppose. Much easier than two-handing. When two-handing? I am two-handing. So it's heavy and roll backwards, right? It's gonna actually, I'm not sure I can do it without locking onto something. Maybe that was my problem before. Was I trying to get in a fight? Much earlier? Oh, I'm hitting it while... Wait, like that? Before the attack goes off? Is that what you mean? While you draw your arm back. Oh, I thought you were saying it was like a cancel out. Interesting. That was me hitting attack because it's sprint in Monster Hunter Wilds. The problems continue. The problems continue.
Can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
Show hands.
Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden.
That was awfully negative. Rather dramatic.
The burning of the Erd tree is the first cardinal sin.
Okay. You got all this information from reading my Oh, sorry, that was a perfume bottle I had between my fingers. Do you want to go again?
And slay the world itself.
Have we found any fire giant phases yet? Yes, we have found phase 1
To such a task.
in...
Most certainly not the fingers.
I think we found phase 1, but I forget where. Yeah, this is exactly where the spreadsheet comes in handy. I can't wait to hear that's dodge in Elden Ring mid-hunt. Progress is so nice after how hard it was to find a great rune. Yeah, it feels, despite the difficulties today, it feels like absolutely rolling along. I love it. I am very content. What if the items were randomized in the cutscene? And I had, like, a great rune and one of my weapons in my hand there. But the elevator still worked. Replace one of the ancestral moose. Right! I remember that. Yeah. That was, the first one I met? I'm not sure. It was one of them. Yes. Yeah, Groovy Doom Guy. The ancestor spirits, the sort of like zombie, giant zombie elks that you find collapsed and you enter their spiritual mind and fight them there. We found Fire Giant Phase 1 in one of those. No idea what the plural is? Moosopodes. Just walk up to the elevator, hold up a knife and a pair of pants. Everybody just walks up, holds a different pair of items, sees where they get to. It's a good system. It's a great system. I'm alive. Huzzah! There was a risk? I wasn't even aware. I feel so out of touch. Why do we play these games? Let's just talk. I can't see what you're typing when I look up there. Luckily now, there's so many pieces of software that will let you fake eye contact while looking at your screen. Which, I mean, I guess, it's one of those things where I know why it exists. Prior to it existing, I never would have thought it should exist, and I don't like that it exists. I know people are looking at me when they're looking down relative to their camera. It's uncomfortable having them look at me, and more so knowing that it's like an AI thing doing it. I don't like that feature. Well, as long as you enjoy yourself, that's what counts, right? Should probably level up. I just realized I'm carrying a lot, partly because I didn't spend nearly as much as I thought I would. Back during... We need mind because we're trying to summon Taiki. I remembered this time, rather than misspending... Hello. It's weird to just, like, stand like that. Are you... Is this, like, how Gold Mask is in a pose? Do you do impressions? Do Melania. Do Melania.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead.
Is this a site-specific piece of independent theater?
He gave it to me. Shabriri. I hope you can make your peace with that.
Sure, bud. I think people have told me about this. Shabriri is... People have told me about this. Yura? Not anymore. Well, Yura's body? Yeah.
You were about to sacrifice something precious. The life of a fair maiden. That you would toss into the fiery forge. Only so that you may be Lord.
Seriously, Hydro? I know Shabriri has to do with the Frenzied Flame. I forget Shabriri was like the first champion of the Frenzied Flame or something?
How would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon?
Yeah, he tells you how to find the three fingers. Okay. He didn't me. I've accidentally found them, so... I've never done this guy's quest or heard these conversations before.
chosen tarnished and would-be lord, dare to tread the path of truth.
Shabriri, don't take this wrong, but you're a corpse.
The poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri.
You know what's worse still? He tells you that you can burn yourself, which was also a sticking point my first playthrough. I thought I was done feeling bad about my first playthrough of this game. I thought I was done. Thank you, Windswept, for the Crystal Panther redeem. That makes me feel somewhat better. Hope it does you too. You all enjoy. Thank you so much. Who's got the huge brimmed hat? Samurai-ish guy? Yes, I do remember who he is. And I remember he has to do with some, like, invasion quests. He was hunting or fighting that guy alongside you down in the river in Limgrave. But he, like, died early in my... Or no, he just... I didn't progress him and then he died. First time I played, and I never heard these conversations.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital.
Exhaust his dialogue and accept the 3 fingers. He can be summoned to help with Godfrey/Horalu. Yeah, we did that with Molding Sky. Did I have this conversation with Molding Sky? I don't remember it.
And the girl can be spared, setting you
Am I forgetting that?
righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos.
It is said that the sickness of the Flame of Frenzy began with Shabriri, the most reviled man in all history.
And incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world.
Couldn't remember if you just summoned Nefeli or him. It's definitely him, because I remember that he had an attack, one of his Frenzy Flame-like abilities, that there was tons of little hits. And he hit the fucking Godskin Apostle while it was all stretched out, and it was like all over the screen for a second and upsetting.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree.
May chaos take the world? I just half heard that. I talked over him saying that, didn't I? People have said that in so many of my comments, and I actually didn't know it came from the game. I thought it was just sort of something that... I didn't know that was said in the game.
Burn the earth and incinerate. Make it.
Alright, great.
What's this?
That was a mistake. I was trying to sprint. Have you heard of Monster Hunter Wilds? Let's move on. You just cut it off again? Alright, I'll go hear it. I've just read it so many times, I feel like I know it.
Chosen, tarn, descend into Sigordi. Burn the earth and incinerate. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
It is actually quite a good piece of VA work, to be fair. I'm glad I went back and listened. With the Godskin hood, he looks a little ooh-woo. To each their own. Aw, come the fuck on. You don't happen to be weak to crossbow bolts, do you? I mean, you didn't love that. But you're probably about to jump over all the shit, right? Yep, very little of that hit you. Let's try one more time. Yep, that was terrible. Absolutely awful. Alright, let's set you on fire. How dare you leap all the way over that before it explodes. Ah, come on. Uninterruptible animations. The first time I actually remember to use that ability. I say the first time. I only learned to use it at the bottom of the elevator. You're the first thing I've fought since then. Apart from a brief stint of trying to attack Yora. I remember pretty quickly. And that's not an animation you can interrupt? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. crossbow versus walking slowly stage right. And the trophy goes to walking slowly stage right. Let's catch him before he starts walking that way. Hate the movement of these enemies. I can never dodge them. I'm very bad at them too. I do not love them. I think their design's super cool. I hate fighting him. Yours is impressive too, and did a larger percentage of my health, but to be fair, you don't have potions. I was gonna say, so think carefully about whether you want to piss me off, but you've made your choice. Oh, the barest bit hit your tiny foot and stopped that attack. I'm rolling randomly against him. Just a little tickle of flame perfume. That's all it takes to knock them out of the animations. Unless they're doing... usually to knock them out of the animations. Very proud of your memory and perfumes. Thank you. See, that's what it takes, Samantha. That's what it takes. Honest positivity. In this stream, for me... takes really digging deep and saying the little things, but I'll take it. Thank you. How many bolts have I got now? 64? I'll keep firing him. It's already started walking stage right. He knows the secret. Wow, there's a very long recovery on that if you don't dodge back out of it right as you start it. It's a very long recovery to that attack. Didn't even realize you were doing a range attack. I got lucky. I dodged under that. Well, that's about the most awkward fight I've had with one of them. Padre, you're wonderful at making us all laugh. At me? Nah, I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers. Thank you. When in doubt, Beyblade. I'm positive that you're a perfumer. I'm a perfumer, I'm a perfumer, I'm a perfumer. It's just a stunning impression I do. Thought this enemy was Godwin when you saw the first trailer. So I watched like 2/3 of the trailer for the DLC, and I remember seeing... I would need to watch it again. Come to think of it, can I find it just really quick? Whoops. Don't move that window. Stop it. All you windows, stop moving. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, hang on one moment. Why are you not attached the way you should be now? Windows? Straighten itself out. Back to this. I need to find the first trailer for Shadow of the Erdtree. Story trailer, no. Gameplay reveal trailer, 1 year ago. That looks like it's probably the one. I think it was this. Is my screen capture set up correctly? Yes, it is. This is the only trailer I watched, and I watched 2/3 of it. And you reminded me of something very specific from it. Peggy 16.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
I always understood frenzy editing as hitting a force reset in the universe, but with good intent, given Hayata's explanation. A utopia, free of sin, planting a tree you'll never get to see the shade of vibe. I've heard people talk about it that way, and Shibriri was just talking about it as being sort of equalizing in the sense of at least removing the distinguishing between things. But it does feel a bit like, because they're all ash. But yeah, I've heard that viewpoint very often.
Forsaken place. Blood must spill. Blood of your fellows.
I don't remember these scenes.
The Erdtree.
Okay, this rings a bell. I think this is the one I saw. Where is the specific part where I stopped?
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Forgotten this shot's in it. Jesus. I think it's coming up, if I remember right, about how much I watched.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction one so?
There's a specific shot I remember, and it wasn't that, but I remember stopping because I thought it was Mikola, but it wasn't that shot. I thought the first time I ever saw Mesmer was when I fought him in the game. I definitely saw that shot. I watched more of this than I thought. Where's the part I was thinking of?
Just what kind Mikola is doing here.
I thought that was Mikola. When I first saw this trailer, I thought the shot of Mesmer was Mikola, and I started wondering, like, how much are they going to give away? Mikola's going to be the boss? Are they not the boss? Wait, I'm not sure. And then when I saw this, I just went, they have long red hair, like so many important characters? And then when I saw, yeah, I better get out of here. I don't want to spoil or anything. I thought that was Mikola. Not a big deal, but you reminded me of it. There we are. I've never seen the end of this. How does it go? They show the hippo? They show the porcupine hippo? Oh, they show a lot. They really go hard selling the DLC. Oh my god, if I'd watched a little longer, I would have heard Mesmer's name.
Come and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
The first time, still I think of you. Letting the days go by, still I think of you. The way it turned out, the first time I ever heard Mesmer's name was the little spirit you meet along the road when you first enter the DLC, who's like, burned by the flames of Mesmer's army. It's the first time I ever heard of him. Wait for it, Hydro. Look who it is. I worried I'd watched too much of that video when I thought they had shown me Mikola already. Turns out I was so confused, and besides, I forgot that they showed me that wide shot of Mesmer, I guess. Didn't matter anyway. I should just let myself relax and watch more trailers, I suppose. I'll forget it by the time the game comes out, clearly. This is the gameplay trailer, I think, not the story trailer? Correct! That was the first trailer they put out. The story trailer came out like 3 months later. I have never watched the story trailer, I don't think, which I probably should do because they have stuff that's not inside the game in their story trailers, don't they? I know that was true of the base game. God, you're fucking annoying, aren't you? You're an annoying little bastard. Just spending health on every little enemy I meet. Digging the snowshoes, Hydro? Thank you! I didn't want to slip in the... I never took those off. All right, we reached medium load without having to. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it, because I sacrificed a lot of other armor and having a second greatsword to do this. I think it's working. What's up, Ethan? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, stun you out of that attack. No poisoning me. Don't do that either. Stop moving. Fuck right off. In Monster Hunter Wilds, I can't click in. I can't lock in, Samantha.
Use a cool item.
Real problems going on here. Twin Celestials, thank you for the chest request. St. Patty's Day Gear. St. Patty's Day Gear. St. Patty's Day Gear. Day Gear? Is St. Patrick famous for driving the snakes out of Ireland at night? You don't have snakes on this, do you? Oh, first thought that came to mind is, what if I can put on like all of Messmer's snaky armor? During the day, he actually got along with snakes. It was all a ruse. He'd pretend to drive them out at night. He and the snakes would split the money. Party all the following day. Snakes, yes. I am aware that, I think I heard once there's no evidence there were ever snakes in Ireland. At least, maybe not since, I don't know, Pangea or something. Not sure. You should change the stream title to I wish I was playing Monster Hunter. I should change the stream title to I think I'm playing Monster Hunter. You know what? I need an excuse when new people come in. Let's do it. Not end stream, edit. They both start with an E, but be careful. Good call. Maybe this will give the sympathy and thereby positive affirmations I so crave. You can run into bigger enemies with it and do wild damage. You missed with his flower. Was that a Cutcoo? The Pope can't curse your spirit for the rest of eternity. Prediction: how long will Hydra use in Monster Hunter Wilds as an excuse? At least all tonight. At least. And I'll probably play some later tonight. And, you know, tomorrow and then Saturday and Sunday. Oh, the excuse will be even stronger because I've got 3 more days of it under my belt. It's gonna be a while. What happened to my armor? Did I take off my armor? Wait, what happened? Oh, right. I was in the middle of doing St. Patrick's Day and then I completely... So in Monster Hunter Wilds, I don't have to do chest request and I just forget that I'm in the middle of doing something with my armor. Also, I don't need to wear anything because I can just dodge all the attacks. I'm so good at a different game. They're coming for me. That was impressive. I get self-conscious sometimes when I'm clipping the stream and I realize there's a joke where I'm only half focused. So I could be running around and I'm not. So I do have this instinct sometimes to like, I've started talking, start running. And I'm just like, close menu, go. I held down the sprint button for Monster Hunter right after the menu closed. Clip it, clip it.
Welcome to Sands, you're gonna have a good time. Snakewang will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Birthday suit on St. Patty's Day is fitting.
A good point. A very good point. An excellent point. I think this still works. Thank you so much for the redeem. Twin Celestials, I hope you enjoy. And I hope I survive. I'm gonna go this way for a bit. No, I need my runes. There's a significant number over there. I'll be back for you, Crystallian. Wait there, wait there. Where'd I drop them anyway? Oh, all the way over there. It's probably easiest if I don't draw your attention and circle around this way for the moment. Probably. So I don't have to worry about you. You know what else would be nice? Rats. Come to me, rats. Come to me. Where are you? Hello? You're getting hurt. Rats? What the f— What's happening? Oh my god, the pet store is not gonna give me anymore. Help! Help! I wasn't even there to protect them. You leave them be, you fucker! They're sweet little creatures. They're very intelligent if you just get to know them. But the rats haven't died. I think the pet shop sponsorship is still intact. Don't mention that. That didn't happen. Why'd they spawn over there? Buy runes? Happens. What was that, 45k? I think that's I didn't look, but that sounds about right for what I had left over after buying a level a minute ago. 10 minutes ago. And then killing a few things, but not sure. Bug? Let's try it again. Come on down to the Limgrave pet store and get a whole bunch of rats, which for some reason want to have a long distance pet owner relationship. Hello? Dad, the faucet seems clogged. How dare you imply this isn't content? People love seeing me confused and dying. Otherwise, I have no explanation for my popular videos. Is that Blythe whistling? All right, will you follow me over here, the three of you that lived? Will you come with me? Nine, +9. Can you go anywhere else? Well, something's fucked up there. Popular? Yeah? I didn't know what we're actually celebrating on St. Paddy's Day other than parades with police officers and bumping into drunk college students. I mean, it depends. If you're in Ireland, for a good number of people, it's still a religious holiday. Yeah, determine whether we're talking about Irish St. Patrick's Day, American St. Paddy's Day, some other country I'm unaware of. There'd be massive differences. So I probably can't knock you down with these. I know they stumble, but do they actually knock people down? Unsure. Maybe the explosions do. That would cost some FP, but like if it eventually works, it's better than not eventually working. Problem is, through the explosion, I can't tell what attack you're doing. And then I get the explosion wrong. I mean, that works even if I don't do the hit, right? Yes, it does. All right, good. They're shattered. Absolutely shit. I thought I was underneath it. Because of Monster Hunter. Blythe out in the cold? No, it bothered him. Yeah, but he would do whatever it takes to... I guess I already know he doesn't come out here. The one where you killed Alexander was popular, but more so infamous. It's the same in content. You get the same click-through revenue. Was that portal to Ireland up and running on St. Paddy's Day, or did they shut it down much too quick? I'm not sure. I think they shut it down pretty damn quick. But I don't actually know. Best Monster Hunter game ever. Talking about Marika, Shiro, if she had the power to say, just say, you're fucked now, and curse you out for all eternity, she wouldn't have needed to have a long, drawn-out war with the wizards. And she certainly wouldn't have needed a truce. I forget if there's actually anything even up here. There's an underground to part of this, right? That's why I'm doing the Seymour Ruins. There's like an underground to part of this, isn't there? That's why I'm here. There's normally a bell bearing under some stairs. Yes, then we need to be on the lookout for some stairs. Drop the lasers over here, and then deal with you. Do you want to be around here? You're already a ghost. You don't worry about nothing, do you, sheep? Oh, what an existence. You're not worried about nothing. So sad when a flower doesn't know its ranges. Every ruins has a stairway underneath. Even the ones sunk underwater in Liurnia. Every ruins. If there was another DLC, not Night Rain, or a sequel to Elden Ring, what would you hope that focused on? Maybe more of Godwin or something? Hell yeah, that's fantastic. What would I like to see explored more? You know, I feel like there is so much, I mean, despite its reputation for having, you know, sort of incomplete stuff, people have to go, well, our best guess is, and stuff like that. There are so many of those hints about so many different storylines. It feels something like a complete picture of the world in this state right now. So it would probably be something from a different time period. And honestly, maybe even somewhere else in the world. If I remember correctly, didn't Godfrey and his soldiers travel to another, like, continent? Tino, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. We are dressed for action, playing Elden Ring randomizer. How was the rest of your stream? How are you doing? Samantha. I assume you're playing in your head what I always say about Tino. That you should follow him. Check him out next time you see him streaming at twitch.tv/badweed. There are 2 R's in Monster Hunter. This is not Monster Hunter, as I keep having to remind myself. But thank you so much. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. It's good to see you. Yeah, I guess I would say I would be interested, maybe, if I remembered that piece of lore correctly, in seeing something about the lands that Godfrey went to and his soldiers. Whether you play as one of them, whether you play as some native of the lands they went to subjugate, explore. I'm not sure what he was doing. What's up, Diamond? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. You're devastated. Gordon lost going for gold and you were so upset by it, you got a noise complaint? Really? I'm sorry you were taking it so hard. You know it happened like 19 years ago, right? I'm so sorry. Death Ritual Spear, Albinoric Shield, and Faucet. Straight Faucet. I like to see the Badlands, a prequel where Horaloo is on his way up. Considering Godwin's dead, his soul died, he can't come back. I'd like to see more on the Glowmide Queen because we have little lore on her. But I don't think there's anything else. That would be sick. Personally would love something having more to do with Malekith. Hornsense sword. Oh god, I forgot that I didn't fight these two right here. Oh yeah, I've got the summoned rat, so I did fight the guy down here. I can run straight to the path. I don't need to worry about aggroing him again. I think we got way less of St. Trina than I was expecting the DLC. How much were you expecting? Was St. Trina spoken of beforehand? That did something weird, but it's not important. Like, more of it appeared after I looted it. Oh god, the Elden Ring Reddit still tries to explain the GEQ. Oh, Glowmide Queen. This is one up high, as I recall. I think I see it. I forget if this is like an ambush. Is that up high because there's someone here waiting to fuck with me? Or... no? Or possibly yes, but their AI broke. Or also possibly... there we are. Come on. Truly, if anyone got shafted by the DLC in terms of unexplored lore, it's Godwin. St. Trina is what you were most excited for in the DLC, disappointed with how little a part she played. That's fair. Rather contained, from what I saw. VOD watchers, this is my trying to understand lore look. Realizing that if I watch the stream, it's one less VOD to watch later? Yes. That is the strange relationship between a stream and a VOD. They're the same, but different. Maybe they're not. Is one another? It's becoming one rapidly. But yeah, efficiency, time saving. Just got done with my doctor's appointment. What did I miss? Me dying over and over again to enemies in the ruins, and my rats being too embarrassed by it to be seen near me. But we got through eventually. We have succeeded and are progressing through the mountaintops of the giants. I think it's going great. I am wearing a talisman, which makes me take more damage, and only one piece of armor. I think it's going great, though. You know, for the most part. It's all about enjoyment efficiency. If Mikola traveled south with Melania, why didn't he help carry her back to the Halig Tree? Selfish? Mikola's more about getting that piggyback, not giving. We've seen that. All right, around here there's... Yeah, I just found the statue. Of course there's going to be a catacomb. You can't claim you remembered that one. As well as... Oh, usually you get shot while trying to go across this, like, bridge, right? I don't have to worry about that for once. That's lovely. As far as I can tell, it hasn't been replaced with something else awful. It's over in this direction. Malformed dragon helm. Yeah, block flames, I dare you. I dare you. I hear you, but I don't see you. Where's all that sparkling sound coming from? Maybe above me? Not for me, not now. Not me, not now. Nice backstep. Thank you. It's the first time it felt like it did what it should do, that I timed it at the right moment. We have to check every last catacomb because if you are unaware, we have our randomizer settings set so that important items, necessary items, can be on any boss or location where an important item usually is. Which really opens up the possibilities of doing things like going into a random catacomb, deciding maybe you shouldn't kill the boss because someone thinks it might have story importance, and then later realizing you stopped right in the middle of fighting it and did have the Great Rune all along. So stuff like that can happen. Just to pull an example out of thin air. What's your current understanding of who Marika is? Marika was part of a shamanic society from a village in the Shadowlands. She was mad at Hornsent for subjugating her people and stole their god gate and took over Lands Between. I'm not sure of a lot of that. To begin with, I still don't know what the Shadowlands are, but there you go. Bad because mad, Hydro? I didn't call her a baddie. I didn't give that away, did I? I mean, that's not what I think. I mean, I didn't... Yeah, buddy. I know. But you please tell me you can't make it through there. That didn't do significantly more. I really need to upgrade this if I want it to be part of my set because I find it really fun to play with. I also should probably someday get some more endurance just because it's very, very weighty to carry around on top of armor and greatswords sometimes and stuff like that. You gotta charge forward more. You look like a man of action with your shield. You gotta charge forward into those attacks, guy. What's the lore on the Tarnist's electric pink skin? You know how if you eat carrots, like vast amounts of carrots, they can turn your skin orange? Well, if you eat neon signs, vast amounts of them, it can turn your skin pink. And if you do this during pregnancy, it can become permanent for your child. Funny enough, no other adverse conditions. None at all. Apart from don't chew glass. That's bad for other reasons. Apart from that, no other adverse conditions. Let's just say generally all of that goes for only in the lands between. Not real life. This stream is not legal, medical, good advice. New sponsor, Neon. They're the ultimate sponsor. They're part of the reason we've gotten all the other sponsorships. Who could ignore Content Faucet? It makes her a natural spokesperson. Well, I'm off to buy 30 neon signs. Content Faucet's mom liked sniffing pink highlighters. I would love a neon sign in my living room. Me too. That'd be very cool. The art of bending neon is super cool. But that does mean that getting a real neon sign is a bit expensive, especially if you want something with a little complexity to it. And it gets harder and harder to find with time. But they're so fucking cool. And I think they look cooler than... I forgot there was anything here. I just wanted to look there. Genius. Genius, Hydro. Genius, Content Faucet. Let's do that first. Much cooler than those, you know, like LED imitations that are made now. Came back to bending neon. Are we talking about Infamous? Of course. Don't you have a Samantha one, Hydro? I do. I have a sign that says Dear Samantha. It is one of the LED imitations, but it's still lovely. It was a gift from my mom. She didn't specify whether it was to me or to you. Ah, I knew you'd come, eater of neon. The neon sponsor has glowing reviews. That could have gone off a little bit sooner. A little bit. Which perfume is that? Fire. Fire and flame! I'm still at the bottom. All right, great. Like, not rock bottom. I'm at the bottom of the elevator. We're doing fine. I should check one more layer down on that elevator, just in the spirit of, you know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. You know anything else? You're gonna go... You do. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry. Of course you were going to go up. Of course you were. There's nothing. And... Scene. Worth checking, though. Just wondering if Insanity was sponsoring the perfume. We don't have any Frenzied Flame, Madness, Insanity sponsorships yet. Because those are all incantations, right? I'm not sure we're going to end up getting any. Ghosts are less bothered by the flames. I'm not very good with this weapon. It's probably because there's no weapon quite like it in Monster Hunter. I mean, great swords, there's great swords in Monster Hunter. Perfume bottles, that's probably why. For some reason, I assumed that was sleep. The Blood Fiend that I fought, I had a sleep debuff when they died, right? I don't know from what. I wasn't aware they had any sleep attacks. For some reason, despite the fact it's a randomizer, in my brain I was like, oh, that's like a sleep thing. I bet I can run through one tick of that. As if there was a theme to this place in a randomizer. That doesn't make any sense at all. Thought that was gonna kill him. When I fired that off, I thought it was gonna kill him. That's why I didn't worry about rolling. Well, death is the greatest of sleeps, so there is that. Frenzy's also mainly PvP effects, almost no enemies. Perfume bottles are also great with Endure and Quick Step or Bloodhound Step, Ashes of War. I want to see how that compared to the left trigger. I'm not sure if it was favorably, but it was roughly the same. Do that for reach then. And a little more stumble, though. Usually this has fine stumble. I couldn't attack! Is that a stamina? Have I tried CK1? Love CK1. What do you hate? I need something to drive the enemies away, not attract them. I'll use that CK1 knowledge in other areas of my life, but right now, it's an offensive perfume. Scary thing is, the normal version of this part is so much worse. I don't remember what this area is like normally. No idea if the enemy's in it or anything. Who would I usually have to find to fight? You throw shit. I was just ignoring you. But you throw shit. Normally there's two extremely annoying watchdog statues. What does this perfume smell like? Smoke, mainly. Before it goes off, I'm not sure. Sulfurous? I imagine it's not very pleasant. That wasn't their primary goal when making it, but I'm not sure. Nothing to ride that up for. Pepper, barbecue, something Tabasco-y, burnt hair. CK1 was the first, one of the first unisex perfumes by a big brand. Good ranging now, picking up the weapon style just fine. Thank you. Hello there. Worm face. Always a delight. Are you gonna spew everywhere there? I wonder if it would have just ended up hitting the ceiling if I hadn't interrupted you. Imagine it still would have been bad. And for our trouble, we get the blue cipher ring, which I forget is answer requests for summoning from hunters. Oh, okay, for online play. Puts the wearer in ready state to answer should someone in another world call for rescue. You'll be summoned to their world as a hunter. You guys are going the wrong direction. It's obviously gasoline, an unlit Molotov cocktail. Just a hint of unlit Molotov cocktail. Hello there. Hi. Okay. Been lucky to have a lot of flame weak enemies. This is how I'm doing against enemies weak to this? Alright, I'll take your word. I'm doing better, but that doesn't feel great. That was a dead end. Is this everything that I need down here? I think I've explored everything down here. Let's go back up and find our way to opening the door for the boss now. Morgoth thinks they smell like ambition. Need a game where you've got 10 ring slots for realism. First of all, on the general idea, I'm with you. I'm always a little upset when it's like, 2 rings? Come on now. If it's 4 or more, I'm happy because it should be even higher, but like, I guess you don't want your hands click-clacking or something. I'm not sure. You're doing better than the 2 ring games. But 10, I do need to ask at 10, do you have 2 on your thumbs? Do you double up on one of your fingers with like a stacked look? Toe rings? Where do the last 2 come from at least? Where are they worn? If we're going realism, you can't wear rings if they don't fit. Yeah, but like, come on, you got a number of fingers. What's someone's middle finger ring might be your pinky finger. Like, I'm comfortable obfuscating that, but you're not wrong. Thumbs Hydro, everyone had them? Had? What happened to thumbs? Does Gen Alpha not have thumbs? How do they use their phones that they're always on? Had? Oh. Oh, you're right. 20 on all your toes and fingers. You know what? I'm a power gamer. I don't mind it. Let's do it. I know some people do wear rings on their thumbs, but it's incredibly rare, and I would say it's because it's uncomfortable, right? I suppose you eventually get used to it, but more so than any finger, I've found that if you have something around your thumb and you bend your thumb, you really fucking like feel it pinching. Not the flesh on either side, but just against like your thumb trying to, I don't know, widen or something as the tendon pulls at it. Gen Alpha have a symbiotic relationship with technology. A lot of us do. Theirs is different to ours though. Perhaps more so in some sense. You sound like something aggressive. Start with you. Sorry. Sorry for implying you weren't as aggressive as your room partner, but you were moving very slowly, to be fair to me. In Monster Hunter, that attack would have had like a 5-second wind-up. Equip as many rings as you have piercings. Suddenly character creation is determination of how hard you want the game to be. I see it too, Samantha. That's not the stream doing that. And hopefully it'll straighten out with time. Seems better now. I like Sad Cat's answer. Nipple rings under armor? You gotta... It's gotta be made to leave some space, and we're wearing all gear that we, like, find. Second of all, even if there is space, you take one strong hit to the chest. Under armor? Hey, something has to hold the armor in place. This is not Monster Hunter. It's a third-person action game where you have to manage your stamina. You have a variety of weapons and armors to choose from with different strengths and weaknesses, and you fight gigantic monsters. Hunt them, so to speak. I don't see how I'm wrong, and I won't accept that I am. Winslow, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a lovely night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams, friend. Oh, take care. just gonna check on you, but I didn't expect you to rush forward that fast. That was a close run thing on the timing there. Just about to be stabbed by that. Forgot you existed and couldn't target you just then. You could also have, well, a prince piercing. You'd have to take off all your... This is actually a problem with the nipple piercings, too. You have to take off your whole, like, buckles and whatever armor just to change those rings. I feel like there's logistical issues with this. Not just the... And we're adventurers. Think of hygiene. But that's unpleasant, so don't actually think about it. What's up, AJ? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. All right. You. Got the shit. Is it always 2? I thought I could stop at one of those swings. I'm putting to 2 each time. That should stop being my be-all, end-all when I want a big hit. Really should. Anybody else around here? Hello? You got a friend. Hey guys. Yeah, there's kind of a bit going on here. Hello? Oh, come on now. That's my thing. Why does yours make no noise? Mine tingles like I spread bells through this perfume. They were pathetic. I'm clearly the real perfumer, you can tell. I'm a perfumer, I'm a perfumer! It's obvious. Need a mod that puts a couple beers on each side of that helm? Thought I'd stepped on another trap. After I was so proud, I almost said something about how I dodged one of them. This is a shitty room. This is a really shitty room. This is awful. Seed still hates you so much. Feels that way. Get one at a time? I'm trying to, and I'm also thinking I'll just run past the fucking blade-wielding lion, since I don't need to have a little time and care to get up on top of one of those things, it looks like. But it can definitely follow me into the hallway after, so that's not like a great solution. Still, it might be what I try and do. See if there's such curves and so on afterwards I can leave it behind. I don't know. I don't know, man. Talking about Magic the Gathering, you're worried they're going to kill the game if they keep going like this? Which set were you talking about? The only set I saw recently was SpongeBob. Did you see that? Yeah, you're talking about Universes Beyond. Not a fan of Universes Beyond, despite liking some of the IPs. I've been thinking about that a lot recently just because they have stepped up the number of Universes Beyond ones. And they charge more for them, don't they? Since there's licensing costs, I imagine. I get the dislike. It's very, 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 very strange. On the other hand, I think it brings in a lot of new players. I haven't played Magic more than now and then in years, but I have a real soft spot for the game. I want it to continue. I want it to innovate as well as now and then do all the traditional sort of cards I know and love. Universes Beyond is not the kind of innovation I mean, but I also recognize that to survive, I think it needs to bring in new people. I just... SpongeBob one slaps, though. That's the thing. Everybody seems to have at least one they're like, that's kind of cool. But it also means that most players probably have dozens. They're like, why the fuck are they making those cards? Well, at the end of the day, it must be working because they've got the numbers and they're still doing it. I imagine they're seeing good sales from them. And I hope it's more people playing the game, not just collectors. They're making the Universes Beyond core releases now. Yeah, they're a larger part of their annual schedule, right? You don't like them either, but apparently Magic has never been more popular, in quotes. Not a huge lore buff. The whole thing in quotes. So someone said that. Not a huge lore buff, but the cards just don't jibe with the theme at all. So glad I escaped my Magic addiction years ago. But if I could get that one ring... Yeah, but that's just about having money for retirement. That's not about Magic the Gathering, right? Would you keep it? If you got the one ring from Magic the Gathering, Samantha, would you keep it? Or would you, like, phone up Christie's and be like, set up the auction table? ...100% agree that it's weird when you don't like one. I feel very weird about most collabs, no matter the IPs. Alright. I've gone through so many phases of this. I liked crossovers when they were rare long ago. Then as they became really common, especially with the big rise of, you know, free-to-play games that need to constantly get new content and draw in new people, I started to really hate them. Then I came around to being perfectly okay with them. Then the collaborations became more detailed and more with brands. Like, I like the idea that, just to pick a random example, you can be the Doom Slayer in Fortnite. That's kind of fine with me now, especially as Fortnite from the get-go is just a big mix. It's a bit different with something that have their own complete world and have for a while. Of course it is. But just to pick an example, stuff like that I'm generally okay with in lots of different examples. I don't like the idea that you could get the Doomslayer's helmet to put on your character. I don't know why. That difference is weird to me. And I really, really fucking hate that, like, you can get shoes for your Fortnite character. And of course, the first ones they did were, like, I think Nikes or something like that. Really, really hate once it becomes, you know, a sponsorship opportunity like that. Don't tell Content Faucet. You're not going to hear me if I cover this either. Content Faucet's not listening to me. They never listen to their stream team. Remember how many of them died? Yeah, there's a hallway, bud. You're not going to get too far going that way. You'd keep your precious? I honestly think I would hold on to it a little while. But it would always be there, ready to be sold. If I needed it. You know, if it drops a few 100,000, that's fine. It'll still be enough to help me out in times of trouble. So knowing that, pretty confident it would keep significant value for a while. I might hold it for a while, for the hell of it. You would have immediately sold your one ring to Post Malone and bought a proxy. If you live where I do not call up Christie's, just don't do it. I just chose the name because I know it's a big auction house. Wind's not here yet, but you want to be prepped if you lose power. I hope you don't, Sad Cat. I hope you've got tasty food, power remains, and that you're cozy at home. This elevator has something, if I recall correctly. It does. This elevator has The secret was elsewhere, but it has a secret. Actually, hang on, wait. Is this the second elevator? Which elevator is this? Are you saying it's got like something above it? Am I already at the bottom? Where am I right now? And how do I call the elevator back? There it is. Need some kitty? Perfect timing. Enjoy the Crystal Panther while we wait for the elevator to come back down. Thank you for the redeem, Explodaberry. I just don't like that at an Elder Dragon Highlander table, you could sit across from Cloud Strife, Rick from The Walking Dead, and Godzilla. It's just not magic to me. Yeah. One thing I was gonna say, but then I realized, I don't know, people probably already do this somewhere, though I imagine it's not like an official thing. I mean, you could just play without Universes Beyond, right? Though more and more that will limit the new cards. Still, there's lots of new cards that aren't Universes Beyond, aren't there? Nah, it'll be below. Oh, you're right. This thing doesn't have a pillar set up, so there's not going to be anything above coming down. I think you might be thinking of the other elevator. The other elevator is a pillar set up, and it actually has 2 elevators stacked atop each other. So you can follow it all the way down, then send it up, and then get off and wait below, and you'll get even further down. But we've already done that. Is Crystal Panther in the new Magic the Gathering? You know, they haven't answered my emails yet, but I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. I've offered them lots of other cards, like a sorcery called the Massacre of Jarburg. I've got many ideas for them. But so far, no answers. No responses. Hit a wall there. Otherwise, it was a good backstep. This dungeon has the same layout 3 times? 3 times? I've only done it twice, haven't I? 3 times. Come on. You know what it's like? This shouldn't surprise you. Stand up to it. Perfumers have to know their own poison. He's got to be more prepared than that. Crystal Panther is Hydra's Sirash.
Use a cool item.
Lucifel, thank you for the redeem. Pick your Titan cosplay. My Titan cosplay? My Titan cosplay. What kind of Titan am I thinking of? God damn, I wish I could remember. The fucking Titans of Greek mythology better. I read Greek mythology not that long ago. The Titans are Terra, Uranos. It's the most earthy I have for Terra. There's the mushrooms, that's not earthy, that grows from the dead. There's nothing earthy, is there? Is there like stone armor I could wear? There is stone armor. There's stone headpiece. There's stone chest armor in this game that I'm not thinking of right now. Verdigris is metal, though it looks very stony. We've also worn that recently, and oh my god, the weight issues. Trying to keep on medium for rolling. I don't think I have any stony armor, so not Terra. All the gods pre-Zeus Rebellion, basically? Right. Just don't remember who they are. I know there's one that I don't usually think of as being a Titan who is, but I can't remember who it is now, because I don't usually think of them as being a Titan. Oceanus, Hyperion, Thea, Rhea. Crap, I don't remember who a lot of them are. Uranos is god of the sky, right? God of the sky. God of the sky. Long, flowing, blue robes for the sky. I mean, there's a Preceptor's long gown. Of course there is. This has some armor on it, but...
Welcome to Sands.
Long, flowing, blue.
Snakewing will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
It works. Daxia.
Finally
There
hit
it is.
the magic number. Now I have to stop subbing.
Thank you for your dedication to reaching 69 months with that Prime resub over on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it immensely. It's very, very kind of you. I hope you enjoyed the emotes and that you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much. Happy Thursday. Blue gloves. Blue silver mail skirt. The silver mail skirt's a bit weird. Let me look one more time at these options. I don't have Ronnie's skirt yet. I was thinking maybe I could put that on and say something about it being the clouds, but this might be the only blue bottom half we have. There we are. I'm Uranos, god of the sky, father to Zeus, killed by him too, I believe. And so, after unsuccessfully trying to hold on to my rule, I've come back with more than the sky. I've come back with flame! Fucking fire! Let's try this, motherfucker! Grandfather to Zeus? What's up, Robin? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What build are you using on this run? Primarily dexterity and intelligence, and we're using a vast mix of weapons. Armor, partly chosen by Samantha. So really just dexterity and into the only two things I could pin down. It's going okay so far, though we're getting really fucked up in here. That's more about sort of what the randomizer has chosen to give me, though. How are you? Hoping you're having a long Thursday. I sort of half pronounced some of those words, but I think you got the idea. My bad. All right, don't one-shot me again. I actually have armor now. It's like cloth. What did I just tell you? I know I wasn't at full health, but what did I just say, motherfucker? I have a stone helmet. That did nothing to protect me from that direct attack overhead? Good lord. I like that Hydra doesn't need to use the perfume anymore. I go higher weight weapons, but won't for some reason. I was trying to use these longer because I've been enjoying them, but I feel like I need something. No, actually, they've had a high stumbling capacity. Why aren't they stumbling that guy, though? Would I do better with something else just because I'm so more familiar with it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not great with these, but honestly, it doesn't feel like it's the perfume's fault I'm dying so much. They'll do wild damage with the magic perfume bottles. They smell a bit more sciencey than the flames. Hey, the man from the Funny Shorts is live. He actually exists for more than 30 seconds from time to time. Give myself a chance to breathe and catch up with the world. Hope you're doing well, Raven. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Uranos and Gaia are just kept separate, if I recall correctly. Nobody else wants more Titan-level babies. I thought that... No, I actually don't remember if I thought that he died. Trying to remember stories about Uranos right now. Uranos is the one that now I can't remember. Kronos castrated, is that right? Am I on the right path here? Yes, and for that reason the Greek god I usually think is part of the same generation as Zeus, but is actually older, is Aphrodite? Because Aphrodite and his nuts in some myth become Aphrodite? Yeah, the version I read, I know it's one version of it, but the version I read used the idea that the mixture of his semen in the water where it landed in the ocean after being hurled by Kronos. From there sprang Aphrodite. Delightful. Timing worry for a second there. That's the origin of Aphrodite as a pearl in a shell. Nuts equal pearls. I mean, yeah, in slang. That term goes all the way back to ancient Greece? Oh my god. All right. Another topic to so that doesn't continue. Anything round is nuts to humans, even some things that aren't round. Hydra, what have you done? Indulged unwisely. The perfumer notices me. Nobody else does when I do this, right? I don't need to spend forever worrying about them, do I? Also, does the perfumer notice me? Okay, I've been wasting time fighting them over and over. Fair enough. What the fuck to do about you? What the hell to do about you? What if you all just fucked off and I didn't fight you? What if everyone in this room was... I'd like to thank you for not aggroing. Oh my god. I do have to go up the blades, don't I? I do have to go up the blades. Oh wait, no, there's another path. Hang on. I just missed it. We're fine. Easy game. Easy game. Never forget the power of running past. You just don't do that in Monster Hunter, so I forgot about the possibility. I already fought a worm face. Why another worm face? All right, well, whatever. Let's do it. Hello? Oh, you did get some spit off. I thought I'd interrupted you in time. Fucking hell. Not so bad. Kronos castrated his father Uranus. Zeus imprisoned / killed his father after making him vomit his siblings. There's no wrong way to make a family. Though that family's pretty wrong. End of the first loop. Please don't. We had that Dungeon C thing the other day. Oh god, don't horrify me again. Let me discover for myself how little of this I've actually explored. Hello? Gaius's armor? Would anyone like to chest request whatever makes you look like a pine cone? Because we can do it now. Alright, I assume this is just a jump down point. Doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go. I am not where I first thought I would be, because if I was, there'd be enemies here and you wouldn't be down there. So I want to jump down, because there's nothing else to do, into this new version. Probably near you, so I can immediately hit you with flames. You're stuck. You're not that bothered by flames. I mean, they do find damage, but you're not interrupted. Oh, look at the control I exercised, Samantha. Didn't even scratch them, didn't even aggro them. I'm getting better with these. Now, do I want to go back or forward? Forward would take me back to where I could go through another time. Are the same enemies waiting around here? Not in a randomizer, right? In a randomizer, there will be nobody. This is the Long Boys loot, apparently. Oh no, I see a couple on the left too. There's more than just the knight. Boy, if you don't take the back step, it takes a little while to get out of that. As I've said before, and still forgotten and keep dedicating myself to the entire attack at the wrong times. Nothing interrupts you in that armor, eh? There we are. Cooked him. It's not a loop. It's a spiral. Second loop, check elevator. All right, I'll go back in 1 sec, but before I forget, there's enemies hidden in this dark corner. Let me kill them so they don't shock me later. If indeed they want to aggro, you do. You had to think about it, though. Had to think carefully about it. Man, Gaius really let himself go. Turned into an absolute blob, and I mean that literally, not insultingly. Hey, these guys are the worst for perfume. Elevator, thank you. I forgot how much there was up here. I just was like, oh, I'll just go check, wrap this up with a quick check up here. I forgot there's this entire room. The persistence of the flames is really nice for charging enemies. I'll say that for it. Persistence is really, really handy sometimes, like for dogs. Just a long boy, chilling, marking the floor. Like which floor you're on. I'm not saying he's doing anything to the stonework, though surely there was some damage done in order to plant them there. Surely some. All right, let's head back to the elevator. Assume there's another drop down here when I finish. Yep. The flowers are just flowers, yeah? In what? Grave ghost wards? Oh, were there some along like the walls there I didn't loot or something? I may not have noticed. Crafting materials like that are randomized, so whether they're normally here or not, yes, that could be grave lovewort. Oh, hello. You are aggroed. For a second, I thought you were just the kind of aggroed where you pick your weapon up and you don't come forward. It feels like there was a sudden step up in damage when I entered the mountains tops of the giants. A sudden leap in damage, and I still need to be buying more fucking mind. This guy's hacking? Feels that way. Zoo-wee, mama, that's smart. Just crafting items, though, good? Yeah. Oh, right. This is a problem. For my run strategy. Not too bad. The worst. Step forward into it, or you're comfortable back there? No. Is my ride here? Thank you. Those are always heavy damage dealers, though, with almost infinite poise to make them just delightful. To be fair, the mountaintop dungeons are also very long and usually a step up in difficulty. Send it back up. I was planning to. I don't have any pride left. Did someone say vigor? I bought more vigor than usual. I have way more vigor than I would normally have at this time. How much vigor put a number on it? How much is the right amount of vigor to you vigor freaks? What are you looking for? I won't satisfy your sick fantasies here of vigor. We have only a normal, healthy amount, okay? Moderation. Moderation. All things in moderation. Vigor, surviving, 50, 60, 99. Oh, Samantha. Let me explain to you about soft caps. At a certain point, stats reach a soft cap. 50 is way too much. I've never tested it, but I'm sure. 50 now, 60 by Farah Missoula. Go ahead and look at your stats screen while you're leveling up next time. I bet when you increase your vigor, it doesn't even increase your damage at all anymore. At least get a bag of salt and vigor potato chips. Vigor are mistake crutches. Always level vigor to 1,000. Before any other stats, yes? I ran by these guys last time and everything was fine, right? Just sort of did this. Watch out for the trap. Did this. It's all fine. No one's really upset. It's all, you know, it's all fine. Let's wait a second on this because I'm not sure of the timing. Quickly. Ah, with your timing. I wasn't focusing on you to begin with, so I didn't think enough about it. How do we learn by demonstration? Can you show us the vigor soft cap? You said soft cap, right? I'm pretty sure it's... My numpad turned off? I'm pretty sure that's soft cap, which is why why do you spend so much? You get to 25 and you're like, yeah, that's fine. Maybe pick up a few more if you need to. Reading counts as demonstration, right? Is Vigor Mortis the new sponsor? Why, God's why. Oh, there goes the last HP. There it goes. Everybody wave goodbye to the last HP. Everybody wave goodbye. We'll see them again soon, and then they'll be lost again soon. But everybody wave goodbye to the last HP. You're mean. Oh, that was fun. That's the overly flaccid cap, not the soft cap. Slightly different. I sent that elevator back up. Yeah, seeing as I can see the chains, not ropes, I must have. I must have. Just waiting for them to fall on me now. Yep. It happened. Our Vigor needs Viagra. Jokes aside, I think Vigor has a higher cap. Yes, it looks like people were saying 45 is the soft, 50 is the high, or 50. I forget what they said the soft cap was. 60 is the high. I've also seen estimates of 1,000, over 9,000, 9,999. It's one of these, however. We've narrowed it down to somewhere between 60 and 9,999. And given there are infinite numbers, we've cut out an infinite number of possibilities. It's a pretty good day's work. I think we can leave it there. I think I have time. I'm gonna go for it. I got stopped. They protected me. I didn't get hit by the thing. They weren't ever attacking me. They were trying to push me out of the way. They were trying to save me, Samantha. Don't do this attack. Nobody likes this attack. Same goes for you, bud. All right, how many are willing to follow me down here? No takers. No one brave enough. Wow. Wow. 40 vigor is the first significant change, but from like 60 upwards to 45 degrees upwards. And it drops at 60. And we have some last minute Godric tips I haven't taken advantage of yet. Last minute Godric tips. I really fumbled my way through Godric. I wish I did. I really fumbled through. I don't have anything intelligent to say about that fight. I wish you luck. I believe in you. It may take many attempts, but I believe in your abilities. What's good against Godric? What should you learn to do when fighting Godric? Anything on this little ledge? Oh, is this not the elevator with a little ledge there? You look like you zoned out. You were waiting so long for me. I'm not doing great, but you could at least be ready for a fight. Last minute Godric tip. Get him! Watch WWE and you'll clear Godric easy. Are you thinking of Horaloo? Godric's AoE gives you a huge opening if you, a hug opening. Aw, yeah, don't fight him. Wait for the AoE, and there's a hug opening if you jump over it instead of dodging. You can get a hold of him right around the midsection. Don't go higher. He really widens out as you go upwards. And tell him, hey, it's gonna be okay. I don't think he's ever heard that before. Cracking open a root beer, how much of your Pepsi do you have before you need to refill? Most of it? Most of it. I'll give a good hug, hell yeah. This is the nicest YouTube Samantha has ever been. Careful by saying that, you might dispel it. Which direction is forward now? This way. There's no drop down here. Which part of the loop am I in? Oh, I'm going backwards. Going backwards to find a body. And Lord's Rune. I feel like a lot of the DLC bosses were designed to try to encourage more dodging by jumping. It did seem significantly more effective in their fights than in almost any of the base game. I wasn't even aware you could jump Godric's AoE in the base game. I experimented very little with jumping, found different ways. It just didn't occur to me to try. Just wrap your arms around him, hold tight, and suplex the motherfucker. All right, then. Thank you for the 20,000 points. Thrown to nothing. Thrown to nothing. It's generous of you, if entirely misguided. The knight's following me. I probably don't want to slow down too much. Delightful. None of you look too bad. I think I was just going to hit roll. Split second too late. I thought you were gonna keep charging, dog. There you go. It's just fun to see. And I've already been over here, and there was nothing here, so next one. What happens now? Oh. I would love to see a 3D map of this entire place. Hi. What was that door I just passed by? Wait, I'm back in the start. I thought you said there was 3. Are there only 2? Did I fuck up? Where's the lever? Where's the lever? Oh, I fucked up. No, wait. There was an enemy there before. This has to be a new one. Right? Doesn't it? Who's down here? No, this is the same one. Where did that skeleton come from that I hadn't before seen? Where's that knight? That does the trick too. Did we do the elevator on this loop? Yes? Yes? I don't know. I've only been through 2 versions of this, right? And when you said earlier there were 3, so I did do the elevator on the second. Am I misremembering? Am I in the 3rd one and it's looping back on itself when I drop down there? No, this is definitely the one I did the elevator on. This is definitely, I think. This is gonna drop me on a little ledge. I'm gonna test the wall for the hell of it. I'm gonna drop down to another little ledge, which is the sill of this place. Drop down here. Been in this place before. In fact, just moments ago, but also earlier. I haven't tested all these walls, but I'm impatient, so I'm not going to do it yet again. I went up the elevator and got an item, correct? Is there anything under this one? Ah, there's something under this one, okay. And yet more. Oh, my heart can rest. This is the area above in the first loop. I recognize you, Torchbearer. Ah, come on. Mashing roll, hoping it would happen in time. You're alright. You know the importance of wielding flame. You may live. I'm waiting to hear weak. Oh, and this will be the room where... Yeah, okay. And the door should be back up this elevator. That took longer than it needed to. For multiple reasons. The main one being, it's not Monster Hunter. Samantha, we've got one more stream coming up this week on Sunday, starting around 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Next week, I think we'll have like a regular schedule, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, sort of thing. We'll talk about that when we get closer to it. Oh, I left you guys alive. That's fine. The week after that, the last week of this month, I'm going on vacation. I'll be gone for like a week and a half. We'll talk more about that when we get closer to it also. Is this up or down? Because I just want to get my... I just want to get my flasks back, please. And we'll probably have some special streams in April when I get back, because we'll have my stream anniversary to celebrate. I think it's 9? I think? 9? As well as we'll be scheduling special streams, I believe, to play Split Fiction with my friend Mondo. 8? The number 8 was sticking in my mind, but I couldn't remember if it's because that was the correct number or if it's because that's what the last one was. So I incremented 1. 8. That's so far back. Still, worth doing when I had only 5 remaining. Watching you use the perfume bottles tonight has made my heart full. I'll check the rest of the VOD later. Be well. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, Mosh. Have a fantastic night, friendo. Take care. You can talk to Melanie here? Why? You live in the walls?
There is something I'd like to say.
Shoot.
My purpose was given to me by my mother.
Okay.
But now, I act of my own volition.
Did you go through adolescence in the wall?
Upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that. Not even you.
Okay. That's great. That's one of those moments where someone's like, you know, I am different to my parents. I'm my own person. Okay? I won't hear an ill word about them, though. All right? They did the best they could for me, but and you're just like, this is a big moment for you. You gotta try not to laugh. You're doing great.
Shall I turn your runes to strength?
If I've got enough of them.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment.
Anyone going to a med fair or a ren fair coming up? I've been to one ever.
Your Thor.
It was... The ren fair experience was good. It was a bad day for other reasons. But I recommend ren fairs. She's basically saying I made my choice, don't listen to Shabriri. No, I understand. She's saying she's her own person, all that stuff. I get it. Melina, you're in college. You're really feeling yourself. It's your first shot at independence. Everyone goes through it, okay? I'm not trying to tell you you're not special, Melina. But, like, you don't need to tell everyone. Ren fairs are cool, but the people are sometimes odd. Yeah, but insert any sort of, like, hobby or special event in there. Wrestling's cool, but the people are sometimes odd. Classic cars are cool, but the people are sometimes odd. That sounded like an awkward conversation starter at Thanksgiving dinner. It did. It did. All right, Samantha. It's time for Oranos. Which, the reason I'm saying it that way is because the most recent translation or retelling, not translation, yeah, retelling I read was Stephen Fry's, and he wrote Uranus's name as O-U-R-A-N-O-S? So in my mind, it just kept going, Oranos, Oranos. It's time for her to take on whatever awaits. Yeah, there might have been another U at the end, too. I can't remember, actually. With perfume. Flames. And what awaits is... Hello, ulcerated Gillica. All right. Are you hoping... by sharing your medical history with me, are you hoping for, like, some sympathy? I'm sorry you have ulcers. I'm still gonna fight for my life. For content and the sponsors! The sponsors need to be heard about. The message has to get out there. Hey, do you like flames? Aren't they hot and pretty? But you don't like the madness that comes along with them? Try Flames Regular. They'll do you good. Let's try cutting that ad again. I don't think the message comes through clearly. Can you beat all Elden Ring bosses in alphabetical order? No, because I can't remember all their names. Classical Greek is kind of weird in places. Most of what is now an H is actually an aspirated A. All the C's are actually K's. I believed in myself too much. I didn't send things back up. I believed in my ability to fight the boss. Foolishly. Yeah, we're a little more hesitant now. A little more, but you still got the range wrong. Don't worry, I did for a long time too. Because C is a fake letter, it's either an S or a K. Twin? Don't you infect Twitch, Samantha, with this. I gave up reading YouTube, Samantha, for half of a stream last time this happened. So Hades was originally more like Hades. Hades. I'm trying to remember how to aspirate. Which I think means breathe. Exhale, right? Not the fire hydro. Her ulcers can't handle the spice. What's up, Marcelino? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. I didn't send any of those elevators back up, did I? Whatever. Whatever. Gamba Hydro? Gamba? All right, I'll just run in circles for a bit. I'll run in circles for a while. This feels Monster Hunter. They always roar when you first meet them. That didn't feel Monster Hunter because I don't get hit that much in Monster Hunter. This is very unlike Monster Hunter. I'll just run around for a bit. You can try to silence me, but I'm right and you know it. I don't need to silence you. No one understands what you're saying. It's okay, you can die this time. Oh god, I'm barely more than halfway through. Come on. Don't listen to Tino. Did he bet a high number? What? There was persistent damage still? There was dust in the air? You fucking hacker. Almost there. Almost there. We're nearly out of pillars, so it'll be good when I can fight and stop worrying about the roof coming down on us. All right. Pet store time! Yeah, you bet without knowing I do that! Get him, rats! Get her! Go! Go, my minions! Show the value of a well-trained pet! Everyone knows about the cuddling. The interest in seeing the behavior of another creature different to humans. Show them the venom. Show them the protection you provide. That's it, my rats. Samantha, get 5 rats for the price of 2. Going on now. Down at Limgrave in Greater Liurnia Pet Store. And never worry about ulcerated monsters again. A common fear in the lands between. Sorry, the rats are venomous. I meant more their personalities, you know? Well, they're full of venom. Not literally. You doubters! Sorry for doubting you. Definitely not sniping for value. Have a good night, Mendez. Thanks for hanging out. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Have a good one, friendo. Wi-Fi causing stream to lag for me. I'll be back later if it fixes itself. I'm sorry, Griffin. I hope you have a fantastic time, whatever you end up doing. Thanks for being here for a while. Crucible, shield, thin beast bones, yada yada. And waiting in the chest, there was a rune level 6. Not resin. I'm glad we moved off the discussion earlier. I won't say more than that. That was a dedication of time and patience. I do feel like the buttons are more under my fingers now. I'm making fewer Monster Hunter related mistakes, but that was a dedication of time and effort. Fucking hell. All right, there's a side of grace on the other side of this rocky run, correct? Because I would love to go back and see if I have what it takes to level up another weapon, though. I've not picked up that many smithing stones, right? I want to put more weapons back into rotation, but I need to be able to level them, and I don't have a lot of the miner's bell bearings. And so I've run out at sort of like smithing stones 5+, I think. Not sure about sombers. I haven't looked at them in a little bit. The somber weapons I've really liked, I've already gotten to 9, so I haven't had cause to look at the lower numbers. Maybe there's a somber weapon suited to me we could add to the mix, and I'd be able to level currently. Looks like resin to me, but the game says it's not. Doing a strength build, anything fun I should try? You got 2 colossal swords. I mean, that's a good choice to begin with. You mean your power stancing 2 colossal swords or something? Or do you have one of the weapons that when you dual wield it, you get 2 swords? Welcome to the mountaintops, Hydro. It's hell, but cold and more eternal. Remember to check the upcoming grace for NPCs, Hydro? Sure thing. Hello, item. Ghost Love Ward 9. Lovely. Hydro, did you know you can jump off this bridge and not die? I did not. Did you know that you get back those pots you craft throwables with after using them? What happened to the Batadar who voted as a non-believer until the very end against Radon? You were there, right? If not, why do I feel betrayed? Last few streams, Hydro's been curb stomping through so many bosses, it's been hard to vote doubt. It has, the record has swung back in my favor up until tonight. That's what keeps the gambling spicy. That's what keeps it addictive. It's spicy. Let's go with the word spicy. Reminder, H-Bucks have no value, especially when spent on the deposed Prince Redeem. They somehow have less value than none. Crucible Scale Talisman. What is the image of that? Reduces damage taken from critical hits. PvP, right? That's very niche otherwise. Who critically hits you in this game? Invaders? Invisible assassins? Is that it? A talisman fashioned from a scale that embodies the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. What?
But this does. Prince, take my money.
Lizfell, thank you so much for the 105 Twitch bits. I appreciate it immensely. They will go right to me! Passing the Prince. Not collect $200. Thank you so much. The support's very kind of you. The Black Iron Straight Sword is under the bridge if you jump. Yes, that was the problem when I tried to get it in Dark Souls 3. They were misremembering where you needed to jump for a place in a game that wasn't even thought of yet. I mean, it was probably thought of, but... A vestige of the crucible of primordial life, born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity as civilization has advanced. A vestige of the crucible of primordial life. You know, I haven't thought about this before. The Crucible Knights, their techniques come from the Crucible and the power that sprang from it. They're not that old, right? They're not that old. But either way, this is a vestige of the Crucible of primordial life, and the primordial life included humans? And also various other creatures for which the aspects could be included in that scale. I guess the aspects may have appeared on the scale before the creatures that bore them more naturally. But it says there was a fucking human? I may not understand the word primordial. Devolution is definitely a real thing that does exist. Yes. It is, how the government of Scotland gets its powers. I wouldn't remind them of that, though. It's probably best for everyone if, at least right now, there's not some uprising and they wouldn't want to hear it. Shit, you got me there? Vibes are fun tonight, huh? I'm just trying to keep up. I'm doing a lot better than the past 2 nights. I'm glad I chose to stream. It's good to be back. I'm barely hanging on to the topics. But I'm enjoying. Vibes are something tonight. I don't really remember where I want to go in this area. I know there's high and low, but...
How was the coffee today, Hydro?
I didn't make a cup, actually. I set everything up. And then I got a phone call that I had to take, and we talked for quite a while. And I walked back and realized I luckily hadn't hit the grind button. I had already been so scatterbrained. So, I was no longer in mood for a coffee because I had to start on something else. And I was able not to waste the beans. I hadn't ground them yet. I didn't make one. This is no coffee weirdness. It's not poorly made coffee badness. Good coffee, everything's clicking. Smooth stream. It's just no coffee weirdness. You had 2 coffees today? Thank you for keeping the balance. I guess you could sense I didn't have one. Weirdness is fun, though. I'm glad everyone's enjoying. Hope you're all enjoying and having a good night. Have I got a map yet? Where can I do have a map already of part of it. So we can get up. There's a site of grace there, and we can get up to the top there. You can also climb up over here. There's the shack there. Samantha, which NPC is it that you meet at the shack if you're at the right place in their quest? Who's there? I got a Millicent. Millicent's like here if you've progressed her quest at one point, and then is she at the shack? Who's there? Yeah, that's why I did it. It was for you. Yeah, for sure. Not surviving being with a newborn. I'm glad you found time around that to think of me. Wish I could ski down that snow. I used to ski a lot growing up. Someone asked me about that recently. I forget how it came up in conversation. I really, really, really enjoyed skiing. My dad would take us early in the morning. I hated that part. To Shawnee Peak, Sunday River, Sugarloaf, various places in Maine where we lived for skiing. And those were some of the best weekends. Skiing is the first time I remember feeling good tired. I'm sure it happened before, just playing around as a kid. But it's the first time I remember being very conscious of sitting in the ski lodge, warming up with like hot chocolate or something like that. And like a red lunch tray full of probably nachos. From the cafeteria there. And just thinking how good it felt to be really tired. Miss skiing, but it's so expensive now. That's part of the reason I haven't gone. I would need to travel quite a ways for a mountain now, I think. Which is also inhibiting. I don't know anyone that skis or snowboards regularly at the moment, so... Cost is certainly the first big factor that slowed me down going. Hasn't got the Juno Honslow letter from Volcano Manor, though. You invade Juno Honslow, no one is there? Okay. But I don't have the letter for it. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Dos orguitas, hydro siempre canta, winos de la risa.
Badar, thank you so much for the 100 Twitch bits. My throat feels too dry. Ay, oruguitas, no se aguanten más, hay que creer. What? Do I remember the lyrics now? Hay que crecer, aparte y volver hacia adelante, seguirás. Vienen milagros. That's my favorite part of the song for some reason, just those words. Vienen milagros. Vienen crisalidas. What was I saying a second ago? He doesn't even notice. Did Hydro just pick up Hot Deli Summon Ash? Did I grab the set of grace? I did, right? I walked inside this. There's a set of grace here. I'm sure I grabbed the set of grace. I don't miss anything. Probably rested at it. Is there a set of grace here? Nope. Nor is there a way up here, which I thought there was, but there is over here. And I won't even get shot by a gigantic skeletal ghost trying to cross the bridge. Always feels good to tire yourself out skiing. Castle Soul, we are roughly headed that way. I think that will be what we do next. Usually the domain of Commander Nile. Now, God only knows. Hello, merchant. I totally forgot you existed. Forgot this whole path existed. Hello, hello. You have an opportunity for some real stuff. You've got an opportunity to sell me important weapons, quest items. You've got so much rides on what your inventory contains. I hope that's not too much pressure. Why are you sweating, donkey? I hope it's not too much pressure.
Is someone there?
You don't even know I'm here.
Well, how long has it been?
There's nothing. Oh, there's something. That causes death if you drink it. Yeah, there's nothing. Get it, get it? It's not going that badly, is it? I can buy 47 of them? How many do I need? Let's buy a second just in case I fuck the quest up. We'll have another chance at it. Dos Oruguitas, Hydra always sings and gives us the laughter. I had forgotten the word laughter. I did know that wasn't one of the lyrics. I recognize that, but I had forgotten the word laughter and failed to translate it. All buy them all? 60k more of poison? Why? What does it even say about this item? An ebony black concoction mixed by Tialier, a condensed somniferous elixir purported to be capable of putting even an ancient dragon to sleep. This is Monster Hunter. For an ordinary mortal, a single sip would assuredly result in swift and certain death. Tialier thought of St. Trina's sleep when he created this, but the ebony sleep he concocted had not the sweetness of nectar or the gentleness of rest's embrace. It gives you that night's sleep where you wake up feeling worse. Ugh. That's a massive misstep. That's not good. There's a night boss here? Not over here. Yes, over here? Where are they? No, not over here. Where I pointed to, right? An ancient dragon! I wonder what that means. I didn't actually think of that part. My mind actually went to Monster Hunter, hence the joke, and I didn't even think about that part. What? Oh, capable of. Well, I thought you were telling me there was... Is that lore? That's an ad. What would ever make you think we would just have an ad on this stream? Purported to be capable of. Should I not kill the pots, those sweet boys? It depends. Most often the answer is you should kill them. It's the only safe bet, Samantha. Until you know which ones are safe, it's the only safe bet. My actions are entirely understandable, defensible. It's a hint. Ancient Dragon. St. Trina. Is that why Placidusax is sleeping? Telier's not that old. Bale? They're a Drake. Ancient Dragon.
Promise me when we turn 14, we go to see the stars. I've been waiting ever so long. Forever and ever it seems.
Not St. Trina, think of the DLC NPCs. What?
You promised me when we turn 14, we go to see the stars.
How do you open that? Don't hit this one, Hydro. I'm not. Nor have I not. Nor have I hit the other ones that weren't already aggroed, or I didn't accidentally aggro fighting someone else. Content faucets being good. Primarily because killing kids is hard to, you know, square with the sponsors. It's not even great for content. Lots of other despicable things are, but that's difficult. You don't seem to give a shit about fire. You are Bones. So, how do you feel about bolts? You don't care. That makes sense too. Crossbow against Bones doesn't seem the best. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was running on autopilot. I've been good generally. In Monster Hunter, none of them talk to you. I don't have to worry about this stuff. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. No. You can't type Hydro. She's fine. Honest mistakes.
Clip it, clip it.
Don't. Go beg for forgiveness. Oh, I'm already forgiven. No begging needed. Let's move on quickly. Summon your jelly. Do I have the jelly summon? I do not. It looks like. No, I don't see the jelly summon here. Do you not have a jellyfish? I don't. We'll have to mark this place and come back with a jellyfish later. Which we can do. Because I left them alive. And I was forgiven. Do you have a net? Wow, you're never gonna hear the end of this. I think Jarberg will probably still take most of the attention, and I'm used to that one. But yeah, this might take a little while. This might get some more mentions. Might get a few. Did Ronnie give you a summon that would work, that cause randomizer? I can't remember what Ronnie gave me now. I don't think it was a summon. The odds would be low it was. But I don't recall what she handed me. Oh, wrong thing. I need to hold R1. And then I need to... Y... There we go. So this... Remind me. The gigantic skeletal, like, monster that's usually here. Are they... Every time you meet them in the game, they're all paired with a, I thought there was one of those painters on this bridge. I'm thinking of a different place. Are they always paired with a summoner somewhere? Tibia summon? Hello. Generally. Okay, but not always. Just usually. Crab friend, half right. Half correct. It was not a summon? I could have sworn it was this one. That there was like a little shade you could kill that was like summoning it. It would disappear. That happened somewhere in the game, right? It was here? Okay. But that's not always the case. Well, my follow-up question, which I think I just got answered, is does the randomizer replace both of them or just the summoner? And I believe that crab was far enough back, it must be replacing just the summoner? These are tower areas, full of random enemies, but no items. Never mind. We found one. God damn it. I was expecting the claw, which comes out faster. At least I feel like it does. It feels like I need to dodge that early in case it's the crab. But if it's the explosion of bloody chunks, I'm standing up right into it. Summoner's a boss. It has to be replaced with another boss, right? Are you sure we're talking about the same thing? I could have sworn that at least one place Samantha showed me there was one of those gigantic skeletons that fires laser beams. Like I said, I thought it was here, and somebody agreed. But if you run past it, there's a little guy casting a spell, and if you kill them, the whole thing disappears. And I've always wondered since then if that's the case with every time you meet one of those gigantic skeletal ghosties, or just that one. You guys are talking about different things, okay. Imagine they replace both, because we've seen the giant skeletons on their own elsewhere. The Tibia Mariner here is down a ledge towards Castle Sol. Let's head on down to Castle Sol. I thought this was just sort of a rising sort of peak. I want to get that item, actually. Then, let's just head to Castle Sol before I get sidetracked to the rest of the mountaintops of the Giants. Because that's, I think, where I'd like to start the endeavors in earnest here. Let's kill you, because if you notice me when the fight starts, it's going to be annoying to have you catch up with me later. That was terrible timing, but I thought I had right. But in Monster Hunter... Buddy... I will always underestimate how long the recovery from the perfume animations are. I will always. It's on me. They're long, but it's on me because I should know them by now. I will always underestimate them. God damn. Where am I? This way, yes. And these monsters sure do hunt you. Felt that one. Just a thought, if we guess the next boss correctly, is that considered a spoiler and you get timed out? No. I think that means that you're prescient and you could start a reasonably healthy business telling people's futures. So long as you keep it vague enough, maybe even throw in some inaccuracies that, you know, like the government or someone doesn't get the idea that you're actually prescient, and you can deal with some people coming and trying to debunk you. I think it's the best outcome. Where am I? I'm playing Monster Hunter, silly. The next boss is the government. You can predict the boss correctly, but no one believes you. It's a real monkey's paw power. Love your name, Windmill. Tiny paper windmill, it is excellent. Alright, 70k and a purple item on the line. Serious up. Don't overcommit with the fully charged heavies. You've got to be ready to dodge this enemy. Dodge which attack? You don't know, Hydro. Just be ready. That's better. This is improvement. Shows improvement. Much better! Okay. Stamina's an issue. Give it a second. Stamina's not an issue in Monster Hunter. You're not used to this, but at one point you knew. Think. Beautiful job. I'm really gonna suck at Monster Hunter later tonight, though. Hey! Hi, priest robes. Everyone, please note, I redeemed it on the bridge, which is still within sight. That's not that bad. Don't try to get ahead of making me feel bad about this. That was like 60 seconds ago. Thank you for the redeem, Caroline. You'll enjoy the lovely Crystal Panther. GG. I'm getting GG's. We can stop as a regular enemy. I appreciate, but that's Let's not go that far down. Turns out I do have a little pride left. That far down with reaching for praise. We need an extra 5 seconds of interest. Oh, I don't even time it. Castle. 60 seconds is too long for the Panther Hydra. You know this. It needs air. Let it out. Again, is there a set of grace right up here? Samantha, is this where there's a night boss? If it is, that should mean there's a set of grace just up this hill, right? To grab before I go on? Or am I thinking of the wrong place? I'm thinking the wrong place. Most annoying enemy, go. Spider scorpions. They're not annoying. I don't have that much health. They've got a couple ranged attacks. They're just deeply upsetting. Most annoying enemy. For once, my problem is too many ideas are coming to mind. I don't love the fire monks. They're definitely not the most annoying. Not even close. Same goes for the giant land octopuses. I don't love them, but they're not the worst. They're not even close to the worst. Who's the worst? Lobsters or rune bears? Yeah, maybe rune bears. Maybe rune bears for me. They'd rank up there. Yeah, I figured I was probably rolling into that. But rolling with it might not have worked either. I just shouldn't have been there. How do you feel about fire? You don't seem to love it. Some of this fight's going over my head. I'm so sorry. Ooh, one of those hit your head and did a lot more. That was fun. I need to be nowhere near you! Oh, I thought I dodged really for a second there. So glad I'm safe from some of the attack. Where are my rats? I feel like the boss is really not giving the rats enough credit in this fight. Focus on the rats. Are you exploding again so soon? Ah, to be young. Now this is Monster Hunter. No, I'm usually better. I was about to say something about it being Monster Hunter when I perfectly judged where I was safe standing at the start. Terrifyingly, but safely judged. And then I got hit and had to shut up. Monster Hunter, that wouldn't have happened. Also, I would have brought the right goddamn weapon. Dispense our perfume from horseback. We can get the sponsorship to more people that way. Okay, this was a mistake. Torrent, you can leave. How do I get off a horse? I was doing the Monster Hunter controls. How do you target a boss? Hey, first try. Just made it look really difficult. Are we gonna ignore that stamina joke? I don't think I have the energy for it.
Use a cool item.
Explodaberry, thank you for the redeem. Work that High Priest robe, slay. I'll tell you, would you like me to do that, or... I actually... No, I can grant you points. I can. give you the points back because we're probably going to break when we get to Castle Sol. I have an email to send tonight that I should have replies back to. There's something I need to reply to that's going to take some time. Would you like it for like 5 minutes getting over to Castle Sol? Or would you like your points? I'll take the points, I understand. All right. Let me do that now before I forget. And we'll just leave it on cooldown. Loyalty. There it is. Search. Oh, there we are. It just takes a second to show up. Now, which Explodaberry should I give the points to? Edit. Points. I can edit your time watched? Why? That doesn't make sense. Also, I have no idea how much it costs. 1,000. All right. 1365 instead of 1265. Done. Cooking the books has commenced. Did the stupid thing, overestimated your jump height? Did you end up going over a cliff? Where am I trying to go now? This connects somewhere. Did I already grab the item from that? This connects somewhere down to Castle Sol, doesn't it? I didn't grab this item, but it was just an arterial leaf, making me believe it was something better. You know what? This is close enough to the ground. Oh, there's the way down. Oh, wait, you know, we find our own ways to do things. Yeah, without knowing that reference is Severance, which luckily I do, it sounds very personal. I seem to remember there being something around the left side here before entering. Not another way to get in, just something. Is there an item over here? Or am I just remembering going, oh, there's area around the left side I should investigate, running over here and there not actually being anything. Stay tuned to find out. On this episode of Content Faucet, is there anything back in the recesses of Castle? There is! There is! We can loot these real quick. Oh, this looked like it might be a path to a catacomb or something, too. Castle Sol seemed like foreshadowing for Shadow of the Erd Tree, a reference to Mikola and the Eclipse, Shadow in front of the light. To be honest, you haven't watched Severance either. You just have so many people on your Tumblr dash talking about it. I haven't watched it either. I just picked it up from a couple headlines. Fia's Robe! A couple headlines about, you know, new episodes of the show and stuff. The idea of innie and outie. I intend to watch it after all the Godzillas and a bunch of other stuff. Yup, and did it again. Gravity is the deadliest boss in Souls games. Followed in some specific instances closely by the camera, but never beaten. Gravity, always peak. You might think, there's no cliffs here. Gravity will find a way. Have you heard of Radon? I recommend it if you liked most of Black Mirror. I have... try to remember if I've seen one episode of Black Mirror. I've seen none episodes of Black Mirror. But it was incredibly popular. Everyone I know liked it. Still a good review. I fear the camera even more. Good show. Samantha, as I say, oh my good God, let's buy a level or two before I wrap up and start next stream without realizing that's waiting there. The goal is 132. And I'm still wearing a talisman that increases my FP, aren't I? Black Mirror can get really dark. That is why so far I haven't watched it. I think from what little I've heard, maybe in the right mood, I would really enjoy it. I also know it's an anthology, so maybe I could find out which are the darkest and skip them if I'm not in the mood at the time. But that's the reason so far I haven't watched it. Samantha, if you can hear me over the storm and the bells, as I said earlier, I'm going to wrap up a bit early tonight because I have some important personal work to do. Before midnight? Yeah, I've got plenty of time. Before midnight, that will take a little time. Thank you for understanding, and thank you for being so understanding about me missing the last 2 streams. But I'll be here on Sunday. I don't expect any interruption to that. So, more Elden Ring randomizer almost certainly Sunday, 6 p.m. US Eastern. Next week, I think we'll have a regular schedule. And all the rest isn't worth repeating right now. Because as I kept saying, we'll talk about it more when I get nearer to it. On my vacation, special streams coming up after that and things. I hope I see you Sunday, or sometime next week, or just any point in the future. But whether I do or don't, thank you for being here tonight. Hope you enjoyed yourself and had a lovely one. Night Hydra, night Samantha. Enjoy your pie tomorrow. Thanks for being here, twin. Night Hydra and Samantha, have a good one. Seductive Marks. Let me do a quick check who is online. I'm really gonna run, but I can probably stay long enough to set this up. Did you say I have plenty of time? Rissa is playing BioShock Remastered. I forgot they remastered that. I stopped taking note of remasters just because there's so many remasters. But BioShock is an excellent game, and Rissa is an excellent streamer. Samantha, do me a favor, stick around a second, at the least, to come copy-paste the raid message and bring some energy over to Rissa. And consider giving a follow. If you've got time, hang out, check out her stream right now. As I say, she is playing BioShock. And thank you one more time for hanging out. Copy and paste that message that says, I was asked to copy this message, so I did hello a couple times when we get over there. And take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day-night time zone. Thanks again. Something I usually say at the end of the streams. It's just good night, right? It always sticks in my mind, usually because I say happy time zone and then go back to my own time zone. And I always wonder why I do that. Whatever. Have a good night.